So I'm doing that. Will it work? Edge TE live? Okay, sick. Can I get the stream from Edge? I'll just wait for him to link. Let's see. Okay, and then Turtle wins this. Fort wins this. And then Turtle wins versus Fort. Although I do think Fort would put up a good fight here. Gohan. And then now Amber Circle. I mean, I do think it's an Amber win. And then yeah, Fort wins this. PCO Botchess. And then Vega, probably. I don't know, man. I haven't watched too much of Botchess or Vega. Or PCO, really. I haven't gotten, like, a great impression of, like, a full impression of their gameplay. But, let's see. Is this even true? I don't even know if this is true. These ones I can't predict. But I'm gonna fucking put shit in anyways. For the fun of it. Wait, did I not put something in? Hello? Wait, was there one I missed? Okay, this is definitely just not working. Oh, wait, no, because I didn't set these. Okay, yeah. Right, okay. Westel wins. Okay. And then I think Tiki? I've seen way more Tiki than I've seen Haya, though. That's the problem. Alright, I'm just putting these in for the hell of it. And then I think Ellie can make it. I'm somewhat of a believer in the high roll. Okay. We're locked in. And I have the stream link. Huge. I have seen M8 beat Haya, so I'm an M8 believer. Yeah. I think I think this can go M8 too. Yeah, it's so hard because like so many of these are just not good predictions. Like these could go wrong. Is the YouTube stream working? Okay, it is. Nice. Okay, the YouTube stream does work. Alright. It looks like our first match is Botchess versus Tiki. Let's see it. Okay. Hold on. Oh my god, they have the fucking music in the background. The Tetrio lobby music. Okay. Let's see. Start prediction. Who wins? Botchess, Tiki. Alright, we have quite a bit of time for this one. I'll even put 5 minutes in. Because they're going to do their whole intro and stuff. Okay. So chat. My dear Twitch chatters, what are we thinking about this one? It could be even longer than 5 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete the bet and return points, and then I'm gonna make one that's longer here. Between Botchess and Tiki. Just cause I'm gonna make the submission period just 15 minutes. Probably not gonna take that long, but just to make sure that it doesn't end prematurely. Okay, here. You have 15 minutes. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Big bets coming in right off the bat. Parif? With the 22. The 22k. This is like, wow. Okay, now, despite this being Tiki favored, chat, I would like to call attention to the fact that this is not a 100% Tiki win. I would like to make that clear really early on. Okay, hold on. Let me open up these things too. All right, there we go. What is Wiley yapping about?
Hang on.
What is going on
Let's
here?
just- Edge. Okay, I'll just read it
Stop
out then.
snapping at him.
So, we have Heya PCO Road to X rank versus Tiki. 5 Hern.
Did he just say
Yeah, you really
Heya
got a lot
and
to say.
5-hand? No, man, we're cooked. We're cooked. We're not serious,
But I said
Wiley.
Hern. What is a Hern? What is a Hern?
So yeah, we're gonna have to
Gohan.
go over the pronunciations of the players' names. But yeah, continue on.
Nah.
Gohan versus
What else could he-
Tanakasa. IIILLL, as it's colloquially known.
Yep.
He needs to
Anya.
commit to the bit and just mispronounce
And
more names.
Then we're going to be going over to the losers bracket, which we don't know quite yet. But yes, 4 incredible games that I'm very excited to watch, and we've already whittled down our.
Why is he giving fucking
entire TWC
Mill and Beard
to 24
Beard
players with 8
vibes?
more due to be eliminated today. It's gonna be heartbreaking.
Is it
It's gonna be
pronounced
intense.
Heya?
It's gonna be scary.
Really?
Might be a little bit arousing. We'll find out. But Lyra, are you excited? Are you
I
keen?
am keen.
Is that true, chat? That cannot be true. You type your name as Haya and it's Heya. All right, bro. And my name is pronounced Gerbo. I remember this from his fun fact from Gestures 2v2. Okay, hold on, wait. Can I not click the whatever. Okay. Predictions bracket, let's see. Oh, we're predicting scores too. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh, we're predicting scores. This guy is locked in. Okay, let's see. I just waited to go quick. Yeah, I can tell you went quick. Ha4, Y4. Okay. M8 versus Anya going 11-3 is kind of crazy, no? Let's see, what else is crazy? I think also predicting Gohan's 11-4ing Vega is like skill-wise, yes, I agree with that, right? But tournament performance-wise, I think Gohan is gonna slip up a little bit more, and it'll maybe be like 11-6 or something. Like, I don't think that Gohan is consistent enough in a tournament to actually do like a clean run. Let's see. What other things here register as a hot take? I mean, the round ones like are pretty much the same as mine, and like they're either close or they're not, right? So, that makes sense. I do think Amber's gonna take more than 2 rounds against Westel though. Like these fucking slot machine players, like you can't be giving them sweeps. It's a good chance there's like 0 correct results here. I mean, I think the chances of getting like a few of them is actually pretty good. But yeah, the odds are against you. The odds are not in your favor. But like these seem right. These seem about correct. On the opposite hand, I do think Fort is gonna sweep harder against Circle than 11-5, interestingly enough. I think Fort is like one of the speedsters that's actually more consistent of a player. Like, when I watch Fort, I don't feel like I'm watching a slot machine. It's revealed? Wait. A jersey? Wait, oh, you can get a jersey of one of the players. Wait. Big? Big if true. Wait, that's kinda sick, no? Huge if true. Hold on. Can I buy a DL1? Ickley jersey. like any of the 64? I'm not sure. I need to sign into Matcherino, I guess. Here, hold on. Let's see. Oh, you just put any name and number on it. Okay. So, it's not, okay, well, I just leaked one of my emails. GG. Oh, shit, we're started. Any name? I think it's cooler if you restrict it to the players, to be honest. I think it's less cool if it can be any name.
Oh, and quite a few spin set up there for Tiki. Some really big aggression, and already a 20 spike at 20 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Let's unmute this one. Okay, hold on. I need to close the bets, too. And submissions. Alright. So, it looks like 19% Botchess, 81% Tiki. Lot on the line. I do not see Agar, though. Why are we not betting in this one? Why are we not participating in all of this? I bet 1 on Tiki. Damn. Okay. Did this guy just... Okay, no. I was gonna say, was that like an NTSD, but it was not. It didn't look like it. Failed Finn, yeah. I saw the, like, double text on the side. Okay. Anyways. The stack looks really weird. The 3 spins looked nice, but then it's followed by, like, the worst stack imaginable. All spins like that are surprisingly skillful, where, like, it's easy to do, like, a bunch of all spins consecutively, or, like, relatively easy, but to actually keep your board clean with, like, good continuations afterwards is pretty tough. So I feel like that's the gap we're seeing between, like, the like, real all spinners are the people who can, like, continue and not have to break chain, despite doing, like, a bunch of weird all spins. They can keep their board clean enough to, like, receive garbage and then have their board be flexible enough to, not break back-to-back while downstacking it. Tiki and Botchess are 2 of the very best at this. I don't know. Botchess kind of ruined his stack, but I do think he's good. I do think he's good, and Tiki is, like, an absolute S tier at that exact thing. Tiki is more consistent. I mean, I don't know. I think that, like, I think about players who don't seem that forced to break chain often, right? And when you look at someone like Vince, it's mostly just because it's not like his board is clean. It's just that he, like, finds a solution for it, right? So, yeah, in terms of keeping the board clean, I would say, like, yeah, Tiki. Botchess also pretty good at that. Sometimes it feels like Botchess just does shit. An apt description. Vince mentioned, yes. Vince mentioned. Alright, Botchess completely trolling. Just decides to short circuit in the middle of the round. Hello, Turtle. Vine. Yes. We have pioneer of short-form video content Vine in our chat. Wait. But dude, Botchess can't kill here, and he doesn't have any pressure either, so, like, Tiki is just gonna get completely free from this. And Botchess misdrops the T overhang, or was that, like, an intentional weird skim? That, like, has to have been a misdrop. Dude, I don't know how Botchess... Oh, wait. Okay. Always count on your opponent misdropping. I was gonna say, I don't know how he's gonna survive this, and then Tiki immediately just misdrops, throws his entire lead. Sick. Oh my god. The TST chaining? From Botchess? Why are we doing STS? Wait, it's clean? Is it good? Is the greed good? The greed is good? No. Okay, it's good, it's good, it's good. Oh my god. Wait. Rare optimal STSD sighting. Not just that, STSD donation. Like, I need to look earlier. Where was it? It was before this. Like, what the fuck? Dude, wait, this is kind of cracked, no? Wait, this is kind of sick. What the fuck? It's just full donated. Such a botchess move, yeah. Just breaks rules. I guess. Such a botchess round, yeah. I don't know, man. This guy is weird. That's all I can say. Okay, it looks favored, but he misdrops the T. Still wins it, though. I mean, I don't know. That was, like, rare, really good STSD. Like, you build the box to fill, and it's 4 lines. It's like a STSD count to 4. I've not seen very many things quite like that. The duality of botchess, I guess. Okay, wait, can win, can win. I low-key want to cheer for botchess. Just because of the sheer randomness of it. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing, Mr. Botchess? What are we doing? Okay. Tiki with a lot of attacks coming through. Botchess trying to hold the defensive here. But has a lot of cheese garbage. He's gonna find some down stacks. And breaks free. Now Tiki has a surge, but is forced to break. And now this could be anyone's game here. It looks Tiki favored, but Tiki's gonna have to break pretty soon. Looks like he does it, but it's gonna kill. Botchess hesitates on the defense. And lets the attack go through. Alright, now Botchess. Starting off with a chain lead here. Breaks early? Nice. Okay, wait, what did he see there? Oh, he saw a misdrop. Okay. Nice. Good break, good break, good break. I like it. Oh my god. The fucking fractal. Wait. Okay, Tiki decided to hold off on the spike. Interesting decision there. Most players would do the spike, but he holds off on it. He had like the 3 attack multiplier there. He could have done TSD quad. He wins the round, but was it really not good to go for the spike there? Like, you look at what he has here. Is this bad? Is this bad to not just like, is it bad to go TSD quad break surge and just try and kill? Like, I swear it's good, even though Botchess builds 4 surge. Too clean? I guess that's what he's worried about. It's an interesting use of restraint. I swear, like, fucking, like, 10 out of 10 players that you survey on that will just take it. Of, like, top players, even. I'll watch that YouTube short later. Let's see. Oh my god, Botchess misdropping? Wait. He turns it into, like, a pretty good, almost floating spin. You can see he was fishing for the, overhangless, S-spin, too. But not quite. Going for the TST here. Breaks on the combo. He gets a lot of cheese garbage over to Tiki's side, but will it matter? Tiki's able to find some pretty good all-spin solves on the down stack here. Gets to 4-chain and breaks. Meanwhile, Tiki or Botchess going for a lot of greed here. Misdrops the L piece. Is able to bring it to a 4 surge, though. Really, really important. And he might just kill Tiki here. Tiki misdrops the S piece. That top of the board finesse betraying him there. And Botchess takes a 5th round. Oh my god. The Botchess 4-wide. These players are like kind of similar. It's funny. All spinners with the 4-wide in the back pocket, but unfortunately Botchess just completely griefs. Like, I don't know. This is like some CM Dingo level shit. On his board. Like, dude, what? Alright. Botchess breaks early to try and force Tiki off the surge, but is not able to get it. Goes for the STSD there. But Tiki still holds firm here with the 21 surge. Oh, Tiki is greeting. Tiki greets it so hard, but Botchess as well is blocked, and he can't defend. And Tiki's gonna take a 10th round. Another 4-wide attempt coming from Botchess here. But a TSS opener comes through from Tiki. Not gonna give Botchess the clean garbage that he wants here. Still, Botchess finding some multipliers. Oh, but he wastes both T-pieces with a TST setup. Defensive surge. Looks like Botchess is gonna be able to... Oh, survive, but kill? How did he... Oh. Okay, I'm looking at Tiki's misdrops now. Wait. Yeah, okay. That'll do it. That'll do it for you. It looks like Tiki tried to spin this underneath, missed it by like a long shot, and then went over here. Circle is winning against Ellie? Wait, by how much was the score? Wait. Okay, Tiki won. Damn, okay, we're low rolling Ellie. Hold on. Alright, Tiki won. Alright. Hold on. We need to pray for an Ellie high roll. Alright, I'm gonna do one of those mid-set predictions. Circle or Ellie. Alright, you have 30 seconds, go. Now, if you bet on Ellie, you are betting on an Ellie reverse sweep. You're betting on, like, an absolute comeback. Also, why is this... Okay, hold on. I think I know why. Is it because... Okay, it's because there's an update notice here. That's why I can't click it. Now I can. Okay. Start cheering for Circle and Ellie will win. But, like, the thing is I have to mean it. You know what I mean? Like, if I do it half-heartedly, the curse doesn't work. Wait. Wait, big thing is happening. Wait, we're cooking. Ellie needs to Omega lock in with the surges. Yeah. There's, like, one thing that Ellie can do really, really well. Oh my god, Circle's throwing. And that's fucking chain building. Just much better all spins. The all spin gap between these two players is, like, huge. But in terms of, like, actual versus fundamentals, Circle is way better. Alright, let's see. Alright. Ellie's stack looks kind of bad here. Forced to greed super hard. 2 TSSs? I like the greed, though. I do agree with how that was played. Circle has some cheese garbage on board, but it's not too bad. It's just not clean. Alright, Ellie misses the multiplier down stack. You could tell she saw it, though. Oh, misdrops the eyepiece. Yeah, so something to realize is that Ellie, while good, is, like, really inconsistent. So, yeah. Like some dingo level inconsistency. Times the quad, but I feel like it would have been better to just keep chaining. Breaks at 5? It does connect. Circle tanks like all of it. But you can tell Ellie's prioritizing safety too much here. Just trying to down stack at any sort of discomfort. But that's not really playing to her strength in this matchup. Like, we need to see chain building, really. More than short surge. I don't think short surge is going to do much good. And yet, short surge is happening. Not able to force circle off of the break, but now circle being pushed up. Finally does. Now both players at the top of the board. Ellie, a critical time to misdrop. Tries to find the down stack, but circle is going to take the win. $11-7. Enjoy the 10K, guys. Yeah, the misdrops were just bad. Okay. We have Haya versus PCO. Which I've been told is pronounced Heya, but I'm just not gonna believe that. I'm simply gonna not believe that, because, like, look at the spelling. Heya is not it? What the fuck? I've been told that's the case. Okay, hold on. Oh, should I said it for 2 minutes and it, like, literally just started. Okay. Listen, it says 2 minutes, but after the first round ends, I will be stopping predictions. So get yours in fast, okay? Get it in fast, because the second the round ends, I will close. Alright. We really don't have PCO believers here. Guys, do we have any PCO believers in the chat? Okay, let's see. PCO is playing this pretty clean. Nice E-spin there, counts to 4. Super clean play from PCO. Oh, nice. And the surge break? Okay, wait, PCO is kind of cracked. Wait, that was like such a clean round. Times the cancel, but I feel like that timing was like kind of bad. Has the defensive surge ready though, so not gonna do too much harm. Alright, anyways. PCO going for that little all spin there. And I'm impressed at how clean of a player PCO is. No, the like volume of all spins is not as high as some of the other players, but like you don't see this guy on bad board states. Wait. It's 2-0. PCO cooking. I can see a win here. I can actually see it. It might happen. Oh, okay. But the thing is that this guy's like speed gapped to hell and back though. We live in a time where people call it macro player instead of PPT player. I mean, the thing is, like, you can't exactly play it like you would PPT. Like, you still need macro to make that kind of playstyle work. You can't, like, actually only just play clean. Alright, chat, let's call it loaded dice player. Thoughts? The STSD? Oh my god, rejects the STSD! My goat. Not tempted by the STSD. I swear, like 9 out of 10 players go for the STSD there. It takes some real restraint. Man, I do like PCO's play. It's just like, is this guy fast enough? Like, that's the main question, to actually like compete properly here. I'm so cooked from today. TWC will be the last thing I watched today. Oh wait, did you go to that thing? The event you were talking about before that you had to wake up early for? I assume that's what you're talking about here. Okay. Like, it just feels like when I'm watching Haya, Haya has like way more options. Is just playing more freely than PCO. PCO is like playing on the knife's edge. Like, even that surge break there, the fact that it doesn't kill is just like, it feels so doomed for PCO now. Wait, already has a 9 surge advantage, like 10 seconds into the round. How did we get here? Breaks though. Oh, that's such a bad break, man. It feels so bad when you watch like such an advantage go away like that. Now he's behind. Goes for the short surge. It does connect, but it's not really the best time because PCO doesn't have any follow-up. And hesitates on the down stacking decision too. Those first 2 rounds, I saw a glimmer of hope. I don't see the hope anymore. If you put on like half more PPS, it would be scary, yeah. Like the stacking is so good, but the speed is not there. Alright, Haya went for the all clear, which means that this is like a scripted loss. Never mind. My bad. I looked at the bracket. Is Circle on a generational run now? I mean, he won once. I wouldn't exactly call it generational. Like, guys, we can't be calling everything a generational run. Okay, wait, this looks good for PCO. Just needs to break now? Yeah. Okay, it's good, it's good. Sees the opportunity, takes it, wins the round. I like it. Oh wait, oh, we're talking about like beating Akma earlier. Yeah, beating Akma is insane. Okay, that's yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I was gonna say like fucking winning against Ellie. It's not really it's not like he was unfavored super hard. But yeah, versus Akma, that is true. Circle beat Akma earlier in the tournament in Swiss. I want to use the excuse that I'm sick and nervous. Yeah, it skews towards the lower end of the rolls. It's okay. I did predict that you'd make it out of this into top 16, so I'm still a believer in the Ellie story. I'm still supporting the artist. Maybe a bad sign considering what chat has been saying about me, but you can take that as you will. PCO in such a weird spot here. Barely able to make it to the down stack, despite playing this slowly. Like, I've noticed that PCO does not speed up when at the top of the board. When the situation gets dire, this guy slows down. It's like fucking Archeops. maybe not a good analogy, but sure. Alright. The stack looks good for PCO here. High is gonna catch up soon, though. Now Haya being pushed to the top of the board, but has a lot of clean garbage. Nice defense. Wow, good counter spike from Haya. To take an 8th round. I was waiting for the J spin. Blatant disrespect. Maybe it's not disrespect, but I don't know. If you're against an opponent you're afraid of, you're not doing that. Neither player has Surge, but it looks much better for Haya than it does PCO here. Oh, but Haya misdrops the T-piece. That doesn't get the multiplier. Alright, PCO gets a freebie. Alright, PCO with the LST here. Doing it pretty quickly. The 4 PPS LST. But breaks the Surge. And High is just in the most comfortable position ever, but is greeting so hard. Oh my god, I think if Haya did anything else there, he wins the round. Alright, huge throw from Haya, but PCO is like not really in a good spot to capitalize. The down stack is looking rough, and once again PCO slowing down for the down stack. But gets the down stack while building Surge the entire way through. Very clean. Keeps the back-to-back and is able to spike out High at the very end. It's actually still winnable for PCO. I do agree. Oh my god, the heart from Haya into the all clear, but breaks back to back first. So like it can't be good. The all clear curse is about to haunt him. NVM? PCO is throwing? Oh my god. No, man, we can't be doing that. We can't be letting this guy win while doing like the most suboptimal all clears of all time. Alright. Looks like a break is imminent from Haya. Breaks on the down stack. PCO holds and tanks before breaking himself. It's going to cause garbage to be exchanged on both ends. Now PCO trying to greed a little bit. Knows that playing too passively is not going to win the round, but still forced to down stack there. And Haya's going to take another round, bring it to match point. Alright. It's looking pretty rough for the PCO fans in the chat. Me included. A miracle will be necessary. Alright, some like block rationing type stacking from PCO. And this is going to result in a huge surge. And PCO doesn't need to break, can continue building this. Decides to break. 44 spike, 47, but it's defended by Haya. And after giving his best shot, what can PCO do? And that's gonna be game. Wow. Let's watch that last spike, because I do think it was premature from PCO, but I can't blame him for thinking it will kill. You can see here that he can continue all spinning by just placing Z up here and then S-spin underneath. But decides to break on this. And doesn't multiplier the quad there. I think not having the multiplier quad is what kills him. Yeah, it was a bad surge break. You can tell that he thought it was enough to kill, but it's just, yeah, it's not. Cause like, even if you combo this, right? If you combo this down and then do a quad at the end, then that's fine. This kills, right? But yeah, the fact that he has to stack this afterwards and doesn't combo at all, and then does a double there instead of comboing with the surge break, like this is just a bad follow up. It was a really, really good surge though. But we got a first DQ of the day? No way. Wait, chat, is this real? Wait, where? Oh, Amber? Damn, wait. Did Amber just not show up? I mean, that was a 52 spike. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying, right? It wasn't optimal, but, like, you really can't blame him for thinking that kills. Like, you really can't. I want to watch another PCO match later. Botchas PCO is interesting. I originally thought this is like Botchas favored, and it's not like it's not, right? But I want to see PCO cook here. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see, what's the Ellie bracket gonna look like? So Ellie versus person who is absent? Question mark.
Alright, Cab vs promo. Cab 6-3.
Why am I getting sent this?
He's been opening.
Hold on, I also need to watch that clip from earlier of Botchas. Wait, does anyone have the Botchas clip? The YouTube short? People were trying to send me a YouTube short. Okay, let's see this.
Cover that up by sending the mini surge instead of the large surges and giving their opponents more material to work with.
Oh, but I just moved by literally one.
Nah.
Cover that up by sending the mini surges instead of the large surges. and
Nah,
giving
that's
their opponents
crazy.
More material to work with.
What the fuck? He builds that and then SP's on this side, prepping it already. This guy knows. Yeah, because you don't place this SP's there unless you've predicted this from all the way back there.
But,
Holy.
look at the garbage, bro. It just moves by literally
Nah, what the
one.
fuck? That's insane.
Cover that.
Wow. Okay. Oh, so it looks like they prefer Pawback, but Vega still prefers IIILLL. Okay. Well, let's see. So, it's our prediction. Who wins? Vega or Anya? Alright, 2 minutes. Go. Okay. Let's see the predictions. I mean, no one is really expecting Anya to win this. But, I mean, it's still possible. It's not 0%, I'll say that much. The only person betting on Anya here is Putanaka with 110 points. A real vote of confidence there. Who will dare? Who will dare to bet on the other side? Alright, and once again, as before... Actually, I'm just gonna leave it. It's 1 minute left, so... I won't end it. I'll leave the 1 minute. So many people on Vega's side. I mean, rightfully so. It makes sense. Vega already winning the first round. Very strongly. Vega is definitely gonna troll at some point. Oh my god, we're doing DPC loop. We're not serious. Okay. Chat, do not put your bets on Anya. I don't care if it's fucking 1 to 700 odds. Do not do it. This guy's DPC looping. Listen, I'm as much of a underdog cheerer as anyone else, but like, come on. We can't be doing DPC. Alright, how does Anya plan on playing this surge deficit? Decide to go all in based on your guide. Okay, the T-spin greed is going crazy here. We do not have the T-pieces for it, but I honestly respect the offense here. As an attempt to defend. Has the quad too? It's possible? Anya, nice defense! In fact, that was like an insane defense considering that like we're building fucking 4 T-spins while at a 10 or a like 15 surge deficit. Yeah, this does not look like it'll be pretty, the outcome of this match. Let's see. Let's refer to the Agar predictions here really quick. Let's see. Where do we have our Okay. The Agar prediction sheet is saying this is 11-2. All right. Let's see it. Anya, also known as Pawback, although to be honest, that name does not ring a bell either. Okay. Anya gets to the bottom of the board. But it's gonna be forced to tank a short surge from Vega here. Eats a lot of cheese garbage. And now, will we see another miracle defense like we did before? Nice use of the cheese, but unfortunately Vega's able to tank a shit ton of clean. But Vega all cleared. We have to punish this. It looks good for Anya. Breaks the short surge, but it's a little bit too early. Still, I think it was forced by a misdrop, and that's why. Don't do the STSD. Oh my god. 2 players now who are showing restraint in the face of STSD opportunity. I'm so proud of them. Alright. Vega's cheesed up. Anya has to take advantage of this right now. You have to. No, the eyepiece misdrop. Okay, it's over. It's over, chat. It's over. Wait. Wait. This transitions into LST. Alright. Anya, let's see how good your LST is. How good's your... evidently not very good. Okay. My bad. Oh, and then the eyepiece finesse? Okay. Doesn't get eyepiece finessed. But still at an 18 surge deficit. Can't really deal with this too easily. Has the 4 wide though. And it actually defends it perfectly. Something I'm noticing from Anya is that they do not prefer to play defense passively. They're a very active defender when it comes to surge deficits. Which I can respect. You don't really see players do that too often. You see them like build a quad or play around like a single well of clean garbage, but not really the kind of bold attacking moves that we're seeing Anya do. And another good defense from Anya there. But the question is, when will he go on the offense? Looks like the time should be now, but hesitates on the placement there. It's gonna give Vega some much needed time to escape this. But this might be the start. But Anya's just hesitating too much here. You can't be doing that when you need to push attack like this. Now Vega being pushed to the top of the board with a surge advantage, but held it for way too long instead of breaking defensively. It's gonna kind of ruin the stack in the process while trying to hold that surge for too long. And Anya is able to punish and put a round on the map. It's a 4-minute round, yeah. The stall here. Both players doing their ritual wiggles here. It looks like they kind of just decide to handshake, not stall, as if to say, let's not do this. Both players could have stalled longer if they wanted to. What are we doing? Wumbo would never, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna stall, commit to it. I think if you're gonna stall, you gotta hold on. We can't be folding over this. If you're gonna play chicken, you have to commit to it. Oh my god, such ballsy stacking from Vega here. And the greed pays off, but like, can we talk about the greed that's going on here? Like, hold on, or was it earlier? Like this guy just does not give a fuck. I guess just doesn't want to break surge and doesn't want to down stack through that cheese garbage, so just decides to postpone it. Alright. It looks like Vega's kind of running away with the round. I don't know, but like, Anya's not bad. They have glimpses of brilliance in gameplay. The only people eliminated on day 5 were groups A and B, despite a ton of people being in C and D. But the thing is, like, group D was just, like, objectively stacked. It was just, like, the level of player was much higher than the others. For whatever reason. Yeah, group D was, like, insane, so... It's, like, not the most crazy coincidence to then say that, like, they all made it through. Because, yeah, to have made it out of Group D, you had to, like, fight for your life. The center for wide from Vega here, but it gets punished. I need to see that, because, like, this guy just decides to stack center for wide in the middle there. I mean, if he committed to it harder, it would have worked. It would have worked actually pretty well. Yeah, Gohan, Turtle, Westhill all got into the same bracket here too. Like the top 3 players in the tournament, all in the same one. It's like kind of crazy. Alright, let's see. Vega with a pretty big advantage here, but some cheese seeped in onto Vega's board. And if I know Vega, this guy's just gonna upstack over top of it without giving a fuck. And it looks like I was right. This guy does not like interacting with cheese garbage. We need exclamation point Vega allergic to cheese. Like, this guy just does not want a down stack. Oh, the OP Smith drop. Nice S and Z spins over top of it to fix. It takes a really long time, though. We're still not down stacking. Oh my god. Okay. And finally. But it might be too little too late. Oh my god, the LP Smith drop. Okay, see, this is why you eat your cheese, kids. This is why you down stack. I need to open up Nightbot so I can start making some new commands. Alright, allergic to cheese, and then we have Anya, who, what's it? Defends with really... defends by attacking. Alright, there we go. There's our 2-player commands. DPC looper. I'm not gonna put that because we haven't seen any other DPC loops. Alright. Let's see. Toro versus Fort playing right now. Oh my god. Okay, you guys better commit. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to see anyone paper hands this shit. No. Okay, wait. The TSS. But tank's 3 there. It's like kind of bad. Ah. Okay, it's not that. It's not that bad. The all clear. Okay, we have to punish PC looping. That's 3 PCs now. We have to punish it. Come on. But no punish. Ah. Wow. Okay, no, PCs aren't back. This is just Vega completely trolling. I don't know. If I was Anya there, I wouldn't go for the TSS. I think just upstacking a combo is better. Like, I actually think building 3 wide is good there. Okay, chat, it's not a PC meta. Can we stop saying it's a PC meta? This is gonna be the new way chat trolls me. Like, every time someone wins with PCs, they're just gonna try and gaslight me into thinking they're good. But they're not. I promise you. I've taken every single provision to make sure that they're not. But they won with PC, Garbo. Okay, what is this opening here? Let's see. Oh, this looks really bad for Anya. This looks really, really bad. Vega could just fucking burst this. This is Vega extreme comfort zone. The second you see this stack, this garbage, like look at what happens here. The all clear and then the clean garbage. You look at this board and you know exactly what's gonna happen. Vega could just burst this and there's like no counterplay. Third column, LST, my beloved. Oh my god, the misdrops. The misdrops from Vega's side. Is able to solve most of it with all spins, but it looks like it's still gonna be fatal. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Anya can still win. The way you beat Vega is by somehow getting cheese onto his board. If you can do it, it's a win. Because this guy will just not downstack it. Oh my god, we're throwing! There were like no misdrops there. That was just like extremely throw decisions from Anya. Like back to back to back. Anya kind of just sat there, yeah. Just took it. Alright. This looks really bad for Anya now. Vega's in such a good spot. But still up stacks. Nah. Oh my god, the Z-spin failed. Nah, why did we continue up stacking? What is this? What is this decision? Just take the quad, man. Dude. Okay. Wait. Vega does STSD. And doesn't use cutting board there either. Okay, I swear no one's gonna know it by name. But once upon a time it was called cutting board. Alright. Lots of good clean garbage to use for Anya there. Ah, Vega's gonna take the round. Like copy or what is it? It's the like when you take the TSS and then you place the O piece on top to do a like donated quad. It's like a PPT tech. Well, not really. Like it's like people know it now as like just clean play, right? But it is called cutting board. These stats from Vega are so unserious, yeah. I want to see it, man. I keep like looking at these players. Like, I want to root for Anya now. I actually kind of fuck with Anya's playstyle. Is it on the Hard Drop Wiki? I don't even think so. I think it's on like some. You could probably find it on like @wiki or some obscure Japanese wiki. I'm not sure if it'd be on Hard Drop Wiki though. Why hasn't this been played? Wait, chat, please. Please tell me Gohan is awake. Gohan is awake, right? Chat, Gohan is awake. Okay, he's awake. If we lose our top 2 players, it's fucking cooked. Watch Fort Toro. Okay, let's see. Alright, Fort Toro. I'm gonna choose prediction. Vega wins. Okay, listen, all I know is that it was originally called cutting board. It's like the very, very OG definition. This is like evenly matched somehow. Yeah, I would have thought Fort just wins this. But I guess not. Alright, here. Alright, you have 30 seconds for a prediction. Also, Haya, thanks for the follow. I was watching your game. Versus PCO. Now, full disclosure, I was rooting for PCO, but the guy got cooked. Wait, wasn't there only one to be announced item? The jersey, right? Toro doing Mech Heart. Was that like Mech Heart? Wait, I need to. Oh, I can't rewind. GG. It's a different one. Wait.
But yeah, so if you want to support the prize pool, the play base, you can purchase this. And I think with that out of the way, let's go over to Firehan versus Panic.
Was that a book by Jed? Is that what I saw? Damn. Did he just say 5 Han? Yeah. He has been saying 5 Han. Dude, Toro is cooking? Yeah, how is this happening? Wait, what is going on? Hold on, wait. I'm locking in on this. Cause like how are we losing, Mr. Fort? This guy needs to just start using 1 key finesse. I guess you can't soft drop, but oh my god, the cheese garbage lands onto Fort side. Fort is really pushing the speed here. Trying to burst this. Alright, nice timing from Toro too. Tanks the garbage? Wait, dude, Toro is just fucking shitting on him! Wait. Can I ignore this is a really good player? I mean, I know Toro is good, but I thought Fort was better. Like, I thought this was just a Fort win. Alright, Fort breaks at 12 here, but it doesn't look good. Doesn't quite do anything. But Fort quickly rebuilding that surge. In the meantime, Toro, being put in a rough spot here, is able to at least force the surge break from Fort, but isn't able to survive it. And Fort's going to take a 6th round. Alright. Let's see. This is weird. Wow, okay, but it works. Wait, Toro. This guy's actually, like, doing a, yeah, like, the kind of heart pattern type all spins. It's working really well. Toro, they seem familiar with it. They seem really familiar with the lines for it. But they're playing 2 PPS right now, trying to wait for the attack, but I don't think it's coming. Like, Fort is not in any position to need to break here. Like, this guy's chilling on a 28. Alright, I think Toro is dead. Yeah. Like, why did this guy just, like, start snailing? Like, what why? For what reason? Like, 2 PPS now? Alright, the playstyle changed for fun while at match point. Maybe lagging? It doesn't look like lagging, because, like... But, like, what else explains this? Okay, maybe it is lag. Why are we playing at half of Fort speed, man? What is going on? For fun? And it's like, dude, he survived like a whole minute against Fort while playing 1.8, by the way. Okay, this is clearly just trolling. Nah, this is fucked up. Wait, is this the fucking New Age Ajanba? What am I watching? What? And Fort is just not able to kill. Okay, Toro, it looks like it was not lag, it was actual BM. It looks like the burst speed confirms it. This is just BMing. Like, look at him! Dude, what is this, man? We're aura farming? And keeping up in Surge, too. How are we at the same Surge? What are we doing? What are we doing, man? How are we even in Surge with someone going a fucking more than a PPS underneath you? Nah, it's not real, it's not real. Okay, we did fall behind. Okay, if Toro lives this, like, I don't know, man. This guy's just the best player in the game. Oh my god, he lives it. Ah, man, what is happening? This feels staged. This does not feel like a real game. Like, this shit was filmed in front of a live studio audience. There's gonna be a laugh track in the background. It has to be Ajanba. Make it stop, chat. Why is he low-key cooking at 2 PPS, though? That's what I'm saying! Like, he's making like Fort look like a fucking complete joke. And has the downstack route there. Oh, man. And then Fort's slowing down because this guy's just fucking tired. Losing the war of attrition versus someone going at 2.09 PPS. We are playing at SS rank levels of speed. Okay, wait, the misdrop. Okay, no, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. How's this still going on? That's like instant karma right there that you misdrop. But if he didn't misdrop, like, that just, the round continues. Like, oh my god. Apparently 2 PPS was not enough. We're now at 0.9, chat. We have decided that it would be funny to go even lower. Karma at 4 minutes is not instant. Okay, true. Okay, now this is just, it's too much. You can't play 1.4. You can't play 1.4. You're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy. Okay, it looks like we're gonna try and play 2. Okay. Actually, is he serious? No. We're still trolling, but we've just scaled back the level of trolling. Where is he getting this confidence from? You're gonna lose. Oh my god. Oh my god. We brought it to Deuce for complete fun. He's AFK! He's still trolling! This is unreal. He's gonna just lose the whole thing. If Toro comes back from this, I don't know, man. Okay, and it looks like they're finally playing at normal speed again. Like, this was intentional. This was intentional. But even then, this is, like, not that fast. They are still kind of plonking. Alright, faced with a 22 surge and a point deficit now, despite having been ahead so much. How will Toro deal with this defense? Forces the break from Fort and is able to just barely survive, gets to the clean garbage, is now going to stall it out here. Oh my god, it's not real, it's not real. It's become a stall battle. Fort has decided to also, despite being a player who solely relies on speed, decides to start playing at 2.6. He's been rage baited, chat. He's been rage baited. Fort, you can just play like you normally do, man. You don't have to stoop to his level. Fort does not solely rely... Okay, that is true, but it is his main asset. I did exaggerate a little bit. Dude. He's gonna lose. Toro's gonna lose over this. And that misdrop. Actually, nice fix. What is going on, man? I think throwing on purpose because better seed. Have both players just now realized that? Look at the bracket potential after this? Okay. Is this a DQ for both? Maybe. Yeah, it's clear that neither player is really pushing for a win. But at this rate, if it's both players wanting to lose, then... Like, Fort can just die to this 30 surge, but... It's clear that from the way he's playing that he doesn't want to. I don't know. It'd be hard to prove. Oh my god, okay, no, it's very easy to prove. Okay, it's very easy to prove. Okay, no. Now it's very easy to prove what has gone on here. Refund predictions? Yeah, I think I should refund predictions. I'm deleting and returning points.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little look at this now, actually.
Because the winner of this is going to fight Turtle, one of our heavy hitters.
So Toro is gonna be facing against it's gonna be facing Cheeky, which is our number 14 seed for the Omega bracket. And then
We're seeing some speculation of what happened there, but
yeah,
maybe that's gonna get investigated later. What's
Wait,
our next
yeah.
matchup gonna look like?
Wait, yeah. It's actually just objectively better to lose there.
Yeah, let's have a look. See what we've got next. This is.
He admitted trolling in the chat.
Because the format of this is that finals is single elimination, so your first
Do we have this in the rules somewhere?
So I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if there is some kind of play there.
Possibly.
Even still, I don't think that's allowed, so I'm very curious to see how that's gonna get settled.
No throwing for content? Yeah, I think... dude. This is... very bad. Yeah, like, if you want to lose, you don't make it this obvious. I feel like this is pretty obvious. I mean, like, dude. What do we make of this situation? Is this the Overwatch thing? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. The Overwatch throw off when both teams needed to lose, so they were just throwing for fun. Okay, hold on. Fort is apparently crashing out. Wait. Let's see. Hold on. Hold the phone, chat.
Hey, Micro.
Micro Blizz!
I already said hi.
He's here!
Micro Blizz?
In the fucking voice, yeah, he's here.
I literally mentioned he was in the VC and no one cared.
I said hi.
He was here quite a long time.
Oh yeah, Toro
I did not know. I thought you just joined.
Toro was gonna be
Okay, so who is-
Kiki and Circle. So
Is this
that's
a good
like...
Is this like... Oh, is this like
Wait,
a organization?
wait,
He's run at
does
top
Toro
16.
think he'll lose to Ellie, or does Toro like if Toro
you
friends
have to
with
punish
like
the
No,
guy.
Toro did not want... Toro did not want to fight Elliot.
The latter lose.
Whoa, Garbo.
I do
Wait,
not
Garbo?
think he's chosen at all.
Oh,
Garbo.
Hi, Garbo.
Garbo.
What's up,
Yo, Garbo's
chat?
good.
I can hear myself.
Wait, we climb.
Join Say hi to chat.
I've been caught.
Oh my god.
Punish that guy.
Garbo made a mistake joining this VC.
Garbo, watch my Discord stream. It's gonna be peak.
Dragonite best Pokemon, Dragonite best Pokemon, Dragonite best
my God.
Pokemon,
Toro
Dragonite
was
best
like
Pokemon.
openly confessing that
Dude,
he
he
put
put
his
his
own
keep an
like,
record on his phone, man.
12.387
What am
sprint
I
on his
dude,
phone.
this guy is shameless. This guy is completely shameless.
One key
What
finesse
happened?
is the
Another
future, bro.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh my god.
Not a
That's exactly
single
what I thought.
ounce of shame in this guy, man.
The Vince cam is crazy.
Okay.
I was talking the entire fucking set. Like, I knew it. Like, I didn't. Like, if I lost, I literally would not have given a shit. But like, the fact that I won with that kind of performance is just even more infuriating.
Yeah, I don't know. That there seemed to be some unsportsmanlike conduct going on in that match. Do we have any statement on that?
Dude, as soon as he did that, I knew exactly what he was doing, and like, I should have learned that from the very first TWC back in. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, you can't really predict the whole bracket, but in that short time, like, I suppose, like, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, the information was received that it's advantageous to throw.
Yeah, this just calls for like another like, this just calls for like a rule set change. Like it's very needed. Like the problem is with how modern is like so deterministic with like where everyone is relative to each other. Like like a certain top player is gonna beat these players, but they're gonna lose to like that group of players also. It's not like Nestris where everything's like not predictable. So like single.
I did mention many times how like Bark having a, you know how like Bark having a bad day in 2023 and losing to Ritter in group stage caused them to get second place in TWC instead of losing to down quarters. But like,
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially like not everyone is going all out with the qualifiers. It's also like not even like
What the fuck is Gohan doing?
Yeah.
Vince. Like it's not even accurate. Like I'm literally. Come on.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, the bracket is a little bit funny, but I don't think there's that much that you can do for that from a like TO perspective, right?
There's nothing much you can actually do.
Yeah. Also, what's the call out? Like, am I disqualified or some shit? Like.
Wait, why would you be
No, not
disqualified?
actually.
Well,
Actually, no, like.
well, surely you wouldn't be. Like, you were trying to prevent match fixing.
I was trying to hear him, like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally vouching you in the TOEC TO server right now.
Yeah, I gave him as much time as he could to like rethink his decision of like throwing.
Yeah, I could tell that because like you started like playing so like you were trying to.
Okay, wait, no, I should actually pull up. I should pull up the chats in the
I have a screenshot
lobby
of
right
that.
now. And
I can
because
post
what I
the screenshot
said.
into VC chat. The key
Oh,
part.
let's do a screenshot. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
check.
Holy
VC
fucking
chat,
shit, Gohan
chat.
versus Vega.
I
Gohan versus
tried
actually
looking
Vega.
at other stuff afterwards, but there's not much else from you or Toro from that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's
Should we,
also
like,
this, which
I'm
happened
still down to do the
a
first one.
little
though.
after.
I want to do the first one.
There's this part that also happened a little after, which is low-key more incriminating.
Yeah, like I knew, like if I won, then like chances are I'd be fucked anyways. Like, I mean, oh, he's looking at the screenshot right now.
Wow.
But everyone else is like saying I'm not gonna get DQ'd. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think you should.
As much as I was not locking in, like at least I was-
No, Fort is not getting DQ. I don't
Ford
believe
is
it.
innocent here.
I'm literally
'cause
vouching for him.
he's legit saying
Ford
like,
is not
hey,
gonna
you
be-
realize if we throw on purpose, we're gonna get DQ'd. He's saying he's trying to get him to reconsider. Ford is innocent here. He understands what's happening and is trying to talk it into a fair match again.
Yeah, Fort's
Yeah.
absolutely
Yes.
aware of the situation at this point.
He's really aware.
So, like,
And then Torowo was just like, nah, I'm gonna do my thing.
yeah. So this is the punishment, if it happens, should fall on Toro here for throwing
Absolutely.
the
Okay.
bracket. Yeah. This is not a Fort
Wait,
thing.
did this happen to Yao too? Like,
Not even close
like,
to a Fort thing.
like last UWC, or was that another incident? Actually, no, that can't even apply to that can't even be applied to Diao because, like, he knows he'll win against.
Oh, don't make me fucking fight
God, there's a-
on finals.
Oh my God, Willie J like made a thread on the TWC's Discord.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
Really?
Oh my God.
Where?
During
No, it's a private thread.
Oh, read the fucking chat. Read the chat, Willie J. Oh my God. This guy's not real, bro.
Literally,
Wait, is Amber not in the room yet? They're like about to get DQ'd. Oh God, I think they got DQ'd.
You know what I heard? Amber's apparently at the party. Like Amber's at the
I'm gonna
party.
just forward the messages to here.
Ellie said Amber's at the party right now, so like he's not gonna be here.
Oh,
Bro, even Amber in the chat saying
is
how
probably
fucking
gone.
stupid you have to be to egregiously throw like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna throw, you should throw more subtly than that. Like that looked
Fort makes a
really
great
blatant.
statement, though.
Oh my God.
Like, in the screenshot, Fort's saying he'd rather die a warrior
It's
than
supposed to make it
Fort
at least
makes
less
it
obvious. And then I'd actually kind of feel proud of myself. But also not really, but either way, like, this is fucking bullshit.
This
Amber's
is the
DQ'd.
most serious TOEC.
Dude, this is pissing me
Yeah.
off. Like, what the hell? Wait, does that mean both
DSPMO,
losers might get
bro.
just like skipped and I go straight?
Oh,
into
Amber's gone.
I
Wait.
might just go on to fighting
R.I.P.
Wessel here.
Amber.
Like,
Did Amber just not show? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Amber's
Amber no
not
show.
right now. He did say
It wasn't his
like
cousin.
he wanted to.
It wasn't his
Wait,
cousin.
yo, one person at a time. One person at a time. Wait, circle talk.
So in the group chat, he said he wanted to play Sunday. Like, I don't know what exactly happened. That stuff probably didn't happen. And what is it? He's at a party right now at his cousin's.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
So
that's why
you can
he's
just
not
full
here.
DQ, yeah, okay.
W content.
It's unfortunate, bro. I wanted him to play. Because
Yeah.
Wessel was scared of him.
Wanted him to
so
see
I wanted him to beat
I wanted to
Wessel.
see him play.
Wait, because like Amber versus Ellie would have been a good watch too. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No
To be
fucking
fair,
way.
though,
No fucking
I
way.
don't
You're
know
playing.
half the people
You're
in
playing with
this
Western.
Turtle's not so bad, you know.
Garbo, I
Turtle,
want
you
to
heard that,
know-
right?
You're
I
playing with
really
Western?
wanted to get 11-5 versus Ellie.
Oh my
I
god.
tried my hardest.
Oh my god.
It was 9-5, and I was like, let me close it out, and I threw 2 rounds. I'm telling you, bro.
Summer's here.
Perhaps is this an
hi,
admission
Summer.
of intentionally trying to fix the score to a certain number? Circle, we can't be doing
But
this. Despite recent events,
I'm gonna win either way.
in light
I'm
of
gonna win
recent
either way,
events.
so like, it'd be funny to
Look at
predict it, you know?
7-10. How about that?
I'm just messing
Or
with
no,
you.
not even 7-10, 6-10.
I know.
Because 6-10 was the final thing, I think.
No stretch.
Oh shit, Amber DQ'd. Oh wait, you guys already
Anyways,
said that. Okay.
if anything interesting is happening, especially in this VC, feel free to let me know. Just send me a Discord DM or send a message in my chat. All right. Anyways, I'm going back
Will
to.
do. All right.
Have
fun
fun.
yapping.
Sure. Have fun yapping at TWC.
Have fun reaction contenting.
Okay. Anyways, let's see. I've been told to check Gohan versus M8 final round. Let's see. All right, where is it? All right, final round.
Oh my god, the demigods are angry today, and when are they gonna strike with their fury? Right there with a 33! And look at the full cube gob!
Go earlier. Okay. I can just watch it from the start, actually.
Old T-spin up. Put
There.
It's a live side. And now and it's just rolling.
Okay.
Steamrolling M8.
Let's see.
Yeah, and Gohan meant to break that back-to-back later, but misdropped a T-piece. They meant to do a T-spin, but just cleared instead, and that coincidentally found the round for them, but that's not exactly what they were going for. Oh,
The
lucky
overhang was
Aspen
on row
triple.
16.
Yeah,
You
Aspen
need to
triple up at the top of the board. Of course. What else
need
would
to
you do in that situation?
No way in the spin with the S-piece! No way you finish it like this. Don't you dare. Don't do it. My heart can't take it. Leaving the well open there with that TST kick into a TSD. Back to back is still building. Oh my god.
Does not even break.
Good morning. How's the games? Ost, you do not want to know what just happened.
And this is exactly
You do
what
not
Gohan
want to
does
know.
best.
Those who know.
The greed and the
Oh my god,
speed
the Gohan
is
greed?
insanity here. Okay, yeah, that's normal.
Nah,
That's normal.
man.
That's just completely normal.
Oh my god, the demigods are angry today, and when are they gonna strike with their fury? Right there with a 33!
Nah,
And look at the
what
full
was
cube
that?
garbage.
Yeah, Osk, we had an incident of someone throwing to get a better bracket position. So, the staff are currently looking at that. We had a whole incident. Are we playing at our very best today? Smile. Yes. We're having a really fierce competition where players are giving it their all. The sparks are flying, really. Players are playing at a legendary 1.9 piece per second. Yeah, it's definitely not half. Like, there's more people taking it seriously than not, right? But, like, I don't know. We're seeing some trolling. We are seeing some trolling. Alright. PCL versus Botchess is interesting. Alright, let's start a prediction here. Now, this is Botchess favored. Do not get it mixed up. Do not get it twisted. However, I'm rooting for PCO. Well, actually, that's not really a good sign, but I'm rooting for PCO. I want this guy to win. I like this guy's play. Do we need like an exclamation point Toro? Is that what we need? Alright, there you go. We have exclamation mark Toro now. People are looking to Agar for answers here. Alright, let's see. Wow. Wow, okay. Chat, it is not 5% PCO win. PCO has more than a 5% chance of winning. I need to make this really clear. This is not 93% Botchess's win. Botchess wins this for sure. I mean, yeah, but it's not like a clear sweep match. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Toro is good. Clearly good. You could tell, but... like, just started throwing the match. Alright. If Botchess plays like Toro, PCO wins. What exactly did he mean by that? The reasoning was funnier. I don't want to play Ellie. True. Alright, let's see. Always bet on Botchess. Botchess getting some good cheese onto PCO's board. But PCO just can't build any surge here. Being stuck at 0 back to back. And this isn't looking too good either. Forced to break at 4. The thing is, against an opponent like Botchess, Botchess is gonna just send random all-spin cheese. So, you have to play a little bit more, you have to, like, cancel more attacks. You have to play, with more attack frequency. So, in that case, like, PCO, it seems like he's struggling to, build surge under those conditions. Botchess with a misdrop of the J piece here. It's gonna stop him from building surge for quite a while. Meanwhile, PCO gets the lead, but the stacking choices here are kind of questionable. Forced to break here. Off of those bad stacking decisions. A rare instance of PCO stacking poorly. Usually you don't see it, but never punished. Gets the down stack combo and is going to take a 3rd round. Alright. Now Botchess. Nice little L-spin triple there. Now PCO is going to be the one that breaks first, forcing the defensive surge from Botchess. Botchess now has some clean garbage to work with. And the next sequence rests on how well Botchess is able to use it. Tanks there, both players sending off short surges to each other. And it looks like with pressure mounting, Botchess is going to be the one to take better advantage of it, and is going to take a 1st round here for himself. Botchess is a road to H rank, yes, and PCO is PCO. Alright, Botchess going for the down stack combo multiplier spike, but it's not going to be able to kill PCO. And also, Botchess misdropping the J piece, and it looks like a really bad one. It builds multiple holes. And another bad misdrop. Fix up pretty easily, but PCO does have an advantage here with a much cleaner stack and a lead in back-to-back. Now, in the meantime, PCO trying to stack here, but slowing down at the top of the board again. But he finds his way through it. Very nice. Breaks the surge, but it doesn't force Botchess off of the surge. Botchess is still holding strong. Breaks the 17, but it's not at the best time. Still, able to push PCO up, but one line away from killing. Now both players not having the best of garbage. Botchess is going to be the first to downstack, and this is looking really bad for PCO. Now Botchess is free to pressure as much as he wants. Meanwhile, PCO having to deal with a lot of cheese garbage. Finds such nice downstack solutions, but it's just barely not enough. And Botchess is going to take another round. And this is really just, if PCO was a little bit faster, this all would have been, like, just super in his favor. But due to the speed gap, it's just not working out. Now Botchess has a big surge advantage, but misdrops pretty hard. Is gonna lose because of that. He tries to spin at over top of his stack in order to break free of it, but it is not done quickly enough. It's gonna take an attack from PCO. Now PCO going for the multiplier spike. It's gonna catch Botchess a little bit off guard, but nothing that he's not prepared to deal with. And the situation looks pretty bad. After PCO sent that attack, it was survived by Botchess, and now Botchess, being at the advantage here, is able to spike. But PCO lives pretty comfortably. Both players just exchanging that clean garbage to each other. PCO is able to get to a much safer position, but not before Botchess is able to build an 11 surge, and now PCO looks to be just pretty much dead. Botchess doesn't even need to break the 12 surge, just needs to send one more attack, and PCO folds. Botchess is trying to go for some weird, like, TKI all-spin variant. Didn't get the Z piece, though. Nice spike from Botchess, too. Catches PCO off guards and evens out to 4-4. Both players spamming their all spins here. And compared to previously, PCO is spamming a lot more all spins compared to against Vega. A lot less confident in the consistent arrival of clean garbage, so needs to start pushing that surge harder. And that makes this pretty squarely not a good matchup for PCO. Being the slower player and all, and a misdrop is going to kill him there. Since when is Botchess the all-spin person? I've known him as the all-spin person for a very long time, since like all of Season 2, pretty much. Botchess is a spinner. Botchess was all spinning in Season 1 as well. I didn't really watch too much of him in Season 1. Botchess also the person to clear 2 O-spin doubles consecutively. That's the guy. Surely Circle beats Westell, right? Clueless. If Westell low rolls hard enough. The Toro ruling is in? Oh shit. Oh, it happened. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was so blatant. It was really bad. Like, I do think that's fair. Like, Blarg, you need to have seen how bad it was. This guy just decided to play 1.4 PPS against Fort. Oh, you did see? Okay. Ah, yeah. Alright, Botchess is pulled so far ahead now. Looks to be like kind of hitting his stride here now. Looks a lot better now than before. I don't think he'll be banned from Tetrio, no. Definitely not. But this tournament, absolutely. Alright, Botchess is just surge farming. Alright, breaks it at 28. And now PCO actually can almost down. Wait! Okay, nope. And again, if he sees that solution faster, then he just lives. But it was actually kind of close. Technically, tournament rules are also Tetra rules, especially for TWC. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to do an in-game ban here either. Now, if it were like a repeat offense, right, then that would be a different story, but I think this is the first time we saw it, right? We've seen him do anything like that. Anyways, I'm not a moderator. It's not my, my decision to make. But yeah, the reasoning of being afraid of Ellie is funny. Oh, he throws in TL? I didn't know that. Interesting. Damn. Want to know why he's scared of me? Why? Why? Is there a reason? I opened their ban history, and one of the things, there's a staff. Oh, there is a staff note. Okay, there is history. Damn. Okay. Looks like Botchess is on the road to be winning this. Has such a big surge here, too. Oh my god, he's doing the revive prompt! He did the revive prompt! Nah. Please tell me we saw that. The fuck is this guy doing? He wins with that. Nah, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, man. And he has to, I guess he doesn't even, he does this the bottom one first, because he just has to be funny and do the overhangless spin underneath on the T. Like, or not the overhangless, this thing. Like, he has to be quirky and do the bottom one first. He has his E in hold. He could have just done this the normal person way. But instead, he does the S piece first. Now, you want to see an aura farm? That's a fucking aura farm right there. Botchus is better than I realized? Yeah. That guy's spins are, like, kind of insane. But, like, he also just occasionally trolls, like, spontaneously. Like, he does, like, really crazy shit. Dude, someone showed me a clip earlier. Agar showed me a clip. Let me find it. Hold on. Garbo, how do I not troll? I mean, it's in your blood. You do cool things. You do consistently some of the coolest things out of any of the players here. But also, like, some of them end up being trolls. I think it's just a part of the style. Like, look at this shit. Like, here, hold on. Okay, yeah, it's after. Look at this clip. This clip is fucking insane. Like, okay, this overhang, and then donates the T-spin underneath. And then J-spin TSS. Like, watch Circle versus Westel. Wait, I'm locked in. We need to watch this. Okay. True. Okay, thanks for the tip. Cause Circle is somehow cooking. Okay, now if Circle wins this, that's a generational run. I think that's like the craziest tournament run of all time. If Circle wins versus Westel. What if I just put in a prediction right now? Alright, now chat, for those who are unaware, this is like extremely Westel sided. And yet Circle has 3 points and is seeming to put up like a really good fight despite being 1 PPS down. Alright. Here. Alright. Circle is surviving. Well, apparently there was a spike survival that I didn't see. Alright. Circle's playing this so clean, so patiently too, but it looks like he's just a little bit too late. Tries to, or sends off a little bit too early. Tries to tank there. There are some really good weights coming through from Circle here. I like how he's playing the macro. He's playing a very controlled game right now. Oh, but the T-spins! The fractal without having any overhang. That feels bad. But he's still surviving. Still has a decent down stack here. But Westel's in such a good spot now. Has such a huge garbage well to work with. Circle doing a good job at kind of weathering the storm here. But no real advantages coming through for Circle. He's just surviving at the moment. And there's the spike coming through from Westel as if it were inevitable. And he's going to take a 6th round. We're the country where the government owns the sports betting. Wait, is that true? Is that real? What the fuck? The government owns sports betting? He just has no killing power, like, ever? Yeah. Like, he's surviving really well, but, like, there's no position that I'm thinking that Westel's in trouble. Ah, okay, it's cooked. It's cooked, chat. The great majority of betting platforms, casinos, etc. are owned by the government. And they break their own rules of marketing to teenagers? Damn. Wait, I have to... Okay, if we ever have any downtime, we're looking into the Netherlands sports betting situation. That's what we're doing. Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. Alright. See ya. Like, I mean, like, the spike just does nothing against Westell. He can live, but he can never kill, yeah. Like, you need some kind of, like, insane surge multiplier. It can't be a long surge, because if it's a long surge, then Westell has, like, too much time to respond to it. So it has to be, like, a, like, 5 surge followed by a downstack combo multiplier. Or Westell misdrops. That too, right? Which is probably the more likely case. Dude, he's so cheesed up too. Westell, like, all that Westell has to do, his win condition is, like, so much simpler. He can literally just break short surge every time, and with his speed advantage, it will, like, always land. He will always land cheese garbage onto Circle's board. Like, if Westell, I haven't been watching Westell that closely, but if he realizes this, like, he can just win. Like, he can break now. He can really just break now. And Circle's at the disadvantage. Looks like he wants to hold, though. I mean, like, he can also hold, too. Again, this is also a win con. Nice defense from Circle, but again, like, he's just stuck in defense. Oh, he misdrops there, too. He had the out, but he misdropped the last piece, and he's gonna lose another round. Okay, my bad. The second I started watching, this guy just went on the fucking craziest losing streak. Yeah, I didn't see any of the rounds he won, either. We need to watch those afterwards, though. Again, like, Westell can just break right now, and it sends Cheese over to Circle, because he's so much slower. This is too fucked up. Again, just breaks short surge, sends Cheese. I don't agree with breaking it, too, though. Ooh. Alright, and yeah, like, Westell, see, look at Westell, right? Like, he can just send normally, his normal pressure, and, oh my god, okay, never mind, Circle 1. I was gonna say, and Circle's forced to break off of it without having Westell having to break Surge, but then, like, he just wins. I can't with the swing cope, man. Every time this guy shows up and is, like, shows up to the most doomed match in the world and is like, Circle can still win this. I can't, man. If Westell misdrops in the next 7 rounds, yeah. And it has to be at, like, bad times, too. It has to be, like, when Circle has a Surge Spike ready. Like, Westell has to misdrop right now. But he doesn't misdrop. It's over. It's cooked. Swing, tell me it's all gonna be okay. Okay, fuck. Can we just get Westell to sleep in a little late? That sounds like a threat. That sounds like you're gonna fucking take him out or something. Garbo, look at the prediction ratio right now. Oh. Oh. The brave soldiers who bet on 0%. You get a fucking 230x if you win this. But unfortunately it was Westell who won. I guessed 11-4 on Challonge. Damn. Alright. We have M8 versus Anya here. Alright, do I start another prediction? Fuck it. Here we go. M8. Alright, chat, what are we thinking? put this on this side. Alright, we are heavily in on M8 here. No Anya believers in the chat? Damn. Okay, that was like... Wait, did Anya have an out there? I'm pretty sure he did. Okay, okay, it's 10%. I mean, I think this is fair. I think this is fair. A 9% chance on an already losing set. I think that makes sense. We need more people who just bet on something that's so lopsided. 5k just for the 10x stream? Yeah. No. We need at least one person like you every time. Like a true value investor. Okay. M8 is throwing. Both players have cheese. It's at this moment when both players have cheese that you just need to Vega it and stack over top of it. Like, players can learn from Vega in situations like that. Obviously, I think stacking above cheese is like kind of ill-advised in other situations, but in that spot, I feel like if one of them got possessed by Vega there, they just win the round. That has been me all stream. I've gone down from 70k to 20k. 99% of gamblers. Damn, okay, it's kind of fucked up. What do you mean stack on top of cheese? Like, if you watched how Vega was playing in the earlier set, that guy just, whenever that guy got cheese, he would not give a fuck and just stack on top of it and do like a ton more spins. YouTube says he's streaming League. It does? Whatever YouTube wants, honestly. I think their like game detection is kind of a joke. I'm just gonna leave it be. Alright. M8 takes another round by just stacking LST. Has 3 lines of cheese, but not too worried about it. Just stacks. Alright. M8, big down stack combo? Oh my god, it's cooked. It's cooked, Anya believers. People betting 300 on underdogs and 100k on favorites is kind of funny. Yeah, I agree. Anya misdropping like crazy, yeah. I mean, also, like... like... A lot of, what I've seen Anya doing is just, like... In the face of, like, needing to defend, tries to, upstack for it, but it backfires so easily, too. It's a very, like, risky type of, defense strategy. With... I would say it's, like, a high-risk, medium-reward strategy. I wouldn't say it's good, but, like, if you can make it work, it works, but... Again, like, the risks are evident. Oh my god, is this gonna be a M8 throw with a 16 surge at the top of the board? Okay. Is able to buy some time with the surge break there. Wow, what is Anya doing? This is some reckless gameplay. It somehow works, but like, this is what I mean. Like, it's like high risk, medium reward defense. Instead of down stacking, just building cancels at the top of the board. With not really that much of a speed advantage either. Although I will say, there is one. Wins the round off of that. If full all spin was added to TWC, who other than Diao would win? I mean, I don't know. I think it'd just be like the fastest all spinner. Whoever can all spin fast, like maybe Tiki. But yeah, no, I've already said this. Every now and then, there are people who speculate that, like, there's gonna be full all spin in TL. I've said this, like, maybe 5 times now, on different occasions, but full all spin, like, as in, all spins send the same amount as T-spins, will never be a thing in Tetrio. In Tetra League. It just won't. It's really, really bad. I've said this many, many times, but yeah, like, all mini is pretty much as far as all spin strength goes. Because it's like, still, all spin is really strong. It's super meta. Garbo, what's your background music? It's the TWC background music. It's the TWC official soundtrack. Oh, this is bad for M8 here. Stacks a really, really weird, like, not quite count to 4, and dies because of it. Alright. I need the swing analysis. Fast. Swing, can you hear me right now? I need your analysis. I need your analysis on the winnability in the chat. Say the thing. We're waiting for him to say the thing. I'm sorry, no? Damn. We don't get Swing's blessing on this prediction, unfortunately. Oh! Both players, having downstack, have cheese on their boards now. Let's see. M8 looks to be in a better spot, though. But I mean, both spots are just not preferable. Now, it's actually Anya that cleans up first, sends off the garbage quad, and is gonna take a 6th round. Chat, it's winnable. It's winnable. Can win. Never give up. We need that, like, Japanese dude. Who's like in a clam field. Oh my god, can win? Why are we up stacking for a S-spin triple? Is the bracket bad for winner or something? That's crazy. Every time someone does something suboptimal, it's just like, is the bracket bad for winner? Nah. Okay. I mean, nice multiplier, fine, from Anya. But the stack doesn't look too good. It has some cheese garbage underneath. Very well dealt with. Breaks the surge, but can't force M8's break. M8 misdrops! Okay. It forces him off of the surge. This is huge for Anya. What looked like a kind of doomed round now might be winnable. Nice defense here. Getting to the garbage wells just in time. Oh my god. A crucial misdrop from M8 is able to save the round for Anya. However, he's not safe yet. Still has quite a bit of work to do. Behind by 8 Surge now. M8 breaks. And Anya's forced to tank some of that messier garbage here. Wasting no time and going for that down stack. And now we see it's M8 who has a bit of cheese to deal with. But in the meantime, Anya's hesitating. Goes for the STSD too, which is just gonna force him into a 2-wide. And misdrops the T-piece. This is just not good play from Anya. Had a decent opportunity, had somewhat of a window, but throw after throw. And is now going to die shamefully with a unused 16 Surge on the opponent's side. And that is going to be the win for M8. Alright. Let's see. Fort versus Turtle. Alright. This is the matchup. So, Turtle is currently 0-3. Or, yeah, up 3 points. And also, for those of you who don't know, this is like extremely Turtle favored. And the score is already 0-4. So, let's see. Who will bet on this one? Which brave soul is going to bet on Fort in this scenario? What if Season 3 was all spin, but all spins don't contribute to back-to-back? So, on the surface, I hear that suggested a lot for, like, just the power of all spins, but the problem is that as a system would never work. It's actually way worse than anyone really thinks. So, the reason is because, okay, so what's your goal in making... Actually, should I be talking about game? Okay, whatever. This is like a kind of a sweep. I can talk. So the thing is that, like, if you make all spins not contribute to back-to-back, it's like, okay, what's your goal, right? If your goal is to be able to put more power into back-to-back as a result, right? Then, you have to, like, ask yourself, because, okay, Season 1 had a lot more power in back-to-back in general, right? Like, you're just sending more lines. You're sending more pressure to the point where your pressure can kill, right? So it's stronger, but it's harder to maintain. So, obviously, without all spins as a tool, it's hard to maintain back-to-back, so people can be forced off of it, pressured off of it, cool solutions can be found that keep it, etc., right? So it's, like, hard to maintain, but high reward. And on the opposite hand, because all spins are allowed in Season 2, back-to-back is, by comparison, a lot easier to maintain, but relatively weaker. And so, if you're to make all spins not charge it, it's like, okay, well, you would want to make back-to-back stronger in that case. But then you run into the fact that, like, okay, then what's the point of all spins? Because it just makes it easier. It just makes it easier to hold back-to-back, right? So you kind of get the worst from both sides, where it's like, you can't make it too rewarding, but it's also, like, easier, less risky to go for, right? So, it just doesn't have a place in any rule set, really. Fort is 0%? Yes. People do not believe in Fort. Alright, Tiki, I will break that down at another time. Honestly, if you have, like, a full rule set that you want me to review, you can put that in my Discord on the React channel, and I will read it whenever I go through that channel again, which is, like, probably gonna be in a while, but we'll see. Can we make Season 3 perma invis? True, true. Now that's an idea. Bring back PCs, please. They're so lame now. I mean, that's like kind of the point. The point, so someone asked if it was to promote all spin, but like the point of nerfing PCs really hard and making them suck is to make them suck. Cause you don't, like, I don't want PC looping to be a thing in the game. And the problem is when PC looping isn't a thing, like mid-game PC also becomes kind of bad because you just like are on an empty board, right? So what you would do in like Season 1, for example, is you do PC and then you fish for more, right? And that's kind of your follow-up on an empty board. But if you don't want that in the game, then like naturally mid-game PC sucks, right? It's probably a way to prevent PC loops while keeping mid-game PCs powerful. Not really, no, because like if you like you have to make some kind of follow-up possible on an empty board, right? So you can make, say, a mid-game PC just like charge surge, right? So it doesn't send anything, it gives you 4 surge, and it just leaves you there, right? But that would like that would mean that as an opening it'd be like kind of OP because you can just like loop it still, right? And then it breaks surge. So there's not really any way that's not more engineered than the mechanics in the game, right? So if you add new mechanics, there's a way, right? There's always going to be a way if you do that, but there's not really a simple way to do that because being on an empty board without being able to PC loop is such a disadvantage. Make it break your opponents back-to-back or something? The problem with having it break your opponents back-to... like, break as in, like, it sends to you? Because that, like, has to feel kind of bad if you're building back-to-back and suddenly you're just like, nope, it's gone now. Like, reset your opponents back-to-back. Like, that just has to feel terrible. Like, off of just kind of RNG, suddenly you have a huge chain and it's just gone. Like, that feels like such a fuck you. PC sending 3 lines for the first 15 bags and then 8 afterwards. But that doesn't change the fact that, like, looping exists, right? Where you loop after you do a mid-game PC. Because, make no mistake, I'm against all looping, not just opener looping. Like, I'm against looping for, for after mid-game PCs as well. Because the thing is that, like, it kind of implies that you want the game to end after doing a mid-game PC. Like, you're trying to use that as your win con. Where you just have to do, like, mid-game PCs really, really fast consecutively until your opponent dies or they don't. It's impossible to loop a mid-game PC? Oh, loop is not the right term. It's not a loop, but you're just repeating. You're freestyling them, right? But it's still... you're just chaining PCs, I guess is the better term for it. And also, yeah, like, it's technically possible to loop if you're good enough at PCs that you can, like, play and by vibes feel which bag you're on, but yeah. PC makes your opponent's board invis. We're really, really adamant on the invis thing. Mid-game PC's looping still requires a lot of skill. So yes, it does require skill, right? I do also... by the way, like, I'm someone who... I'm comfortable with mid-game, with PC looping as well, or PC freestyling as well, right? So, this is a buff to my play. It is something I'm good at, and it's something that I practiced a lot, right? So, I do know it very well, and I know that it takes skill. However, it doesn't have a game plan to it, really. Like, you just... if you find a mid-game PC, you see it, and then your gameplay just becomes, like... can you PC loop over and over again, right? Which it's very like it doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the game. It's just like suddenly this thing happened and now we're gonna try and kill with a completely different style, right? Like, I think it's bad for the flow of the game in my opinion. Garbo calm my match when? I mean, dude, you were like shitting on the guy. I was just talking about game design. Cause it was not close. Turtle, you need to look at the odds on your match, by the way. The chatters gave a 100% chance of you winning. Like, there's actually a 0% on Fort. No Fort believers at all, yeah. Okay, since both these... Okay, wait, we have a Circle versus Kamiyama here. Alright. Or Neko Murasame. Whatever you want to call him. Alright, Circle versus... Alright, you have 1 minute, go. Circle top 16 would be huge. I'm a Circle believer. This guy's been playing really well this tournament. Kinda went crazy. I got 470 from a 150k bet. Yeah, it happens when you're betting on a 100% odds. Kamiyama is Neko Murasame. You can have a PC back-to-back, which goes up every PC. If you're on PC back-to-back, it halves PC attack. No, but see, here's the thing, right? You're getting to the root of the problem, because, like, if you make it so that you lose attack by doing more PC, then it makes it not a win con, right? Because what you have to understand is that inherently, being on an empty board is a bad board state, especially in Season 2, right? Because it means you have no material on board. So, if being on an empty board is bad, then the only way that mid-game PC is viable is if you can chain it, right? And is if that chaining leads to a win. So, because I think that, I think that, like, I want having a stack to be a part of the game, right? I think that having a stack on board, and that kind of, like, upstacking, having material is important. PCs just doesn't align with that, right? Because if you look at the way the Season 2 rule set is, right? Or any rule set, but more specifically Season 2, like, there's a lot of benefit to just having an attack ready to be able to, if you're on a surge deficit, defend a spike, right? Or cancel, like, an all spin that comes your way. Those kinds of things. So, I want having stack on board to be important. And so, in that sense, it's, like, already runs counter to the desire to do a PC. So, it's, like, not the kind of problem... It's not an easy problem, and it's also not the kind of problem that I even think you would want to fix, right? Because it'd be kind of janky. Will there ever be a mechanic for color clear? Not in Tetra League, I don't think. Like, it's a little bit too out there for Tetra League, but it's a mechanic that I do like in general, right? As a more consistent form of PC. But yeah, in things like, let's say, something where there's more thinking involved, like a turn-based mode, for example, right? Which I've already expressed that I'm interested in doing. So it's not like that's a leak or anything. But yeah, in like a turn-based mode, I think that color clear would be cool. Just to add more potential options to mull through while stacking. Like, I think if PC... Actually, wait. You said PC blocks all attacks for 2 seconds, but I actually think if you made PC, like, make all the garbage that's sent to you send clean for the next, like, X amount of time, I think that would actually make mid-game PC good. While fulfilling every other issue, right? Because if your opponent doesn't send to you, then you can just upstack and get material, right? But if they send to you, then you'll get clean, so you'll have material, right? That's actually, you know, that's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea if it were to be that way. Damn, problem solved. GG. We got the season 3 leak now. You never know when a good idea hits. Alright, okay, that was just the warm-up. GG. Alright, let's look at our odds here. PC swaps the garbage queue. What if PC swaps your board with your opponent? Okay, wait, I'm cooking. Hold on. I think I'm cooking here. PC swaps your boards with your opponents, right? And then because they're on empty board now, they're in a bad spot, but they can try for a PC to swap back. And then you just swap back and forth. Chat, thoughts? You're like playing hot potato. You're like... MD before you swap, so you just die. But like that's the thing, it's a mind game now, right? This punishes not knowing second PC. Social deduction Tetris. Okay, I wouldn't call it. That's not social deduction. It is a mind game, but I wouldn't call it Among Us. Like, what are you trying to deduce? Alright. Let's see. There is one PC knower among us. Yeah, there is one person who studied 4.lol among us. PC gives opponent gravity mod for 5 seconds. Yeah, it just, it gives them free fall. They just go 20G. I mean, this actually looks kind of even from watching it. Okay, I've talked about... I've humored people's ideas for too long, even going as far as to expand on one of them, and now chat is just swarming with really bad ideas. What have I done? I feel like fucking Michael Reeves right now. It's like, this is why they tell you to not feed the ducks. Still looks circle favorite, actually, now that I'm watching it. April Fool's reverse duo mod with PC switching boards would be funny. But the problem is that, like, it's a cooperative thing, so there's, like, not really any incentive to PC then. Unless, like, you can only climb by PCing. I think if you make it, like, when you clear lines, you switch boards. That would be funny as an April Fool's thing. Just, like, any line clear, because, like, you kind of have to, right? You're forced to. PC sells Garbo's soul. Also, wait, is this on the mainstream? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, what's on the mainstream? Haya versus Tiki. Alright, chat, what are we more invested in? Let's do a poll. Who to watch? Haya Tiki or Circle Kamiyama? Alright, you have 1 minute, go. This one's kind of close. Because, like, I've been following a Circle in terms of, the storyline, but Tiki is very fun to watch. Looks like the majority is on Circle, but it's pretty close. I love Tiki gameplay, but this match is so important. Yeah. Like, I'm kind of the same opinion, too. Like, there will be more chances to watch Tiki. Okay. I'm no longer... Okay, while the match is going, I am no longer responding to ideas. We can do that another time. Or, like, during one of my non-TWC streams, but I guess that won't be for a while. Okay. Looks like 23-20 on Circle Kamiyama, so we will stay. Okay. Let's see. Dude, it's so close. Ah, and Circle dies to that spike there. He spent too long without any surge. 84% is crazy. Name recognition goes hard here. Yeah, how did we get here, actually? Yeah, how did we get to 84%? Okay, Dawn Streaks is all in. Or are... wait, how many points do you have, Dawn Streaks? This, it seems like an all-in. It seems very, very much like one. Lost a bit, so I'm only 50k. Ah, I see. Damn. But this could pay out big. I'm actually rooting for Kamiyama here, even though Circle is one of the homies. Now, the thing is, like, I like Circle. Circle's cool. However, like, I want to see this pay out big. I want to see chaos. Low-key Kamiyama favored? I mean, I wouldn't say that. Really big power stack coming from Circle here. Trying to finish off his surge with a bit of combo, but actually, I was gonna say it was it didn't quite kill, but it sent some good cheese garbage, so I think it's worth. In fact, in hindsight, it was a really good decision by Circle to do that. I feel like that's sort of the next evolution for a lot of these players is what Circle's doing just now, like finding out good timings to power stack, because I don't think it's weak. Like, I'm not convinced that power stacking is weak. It's just that, like, you need to have good macro to use it. I'm like 60-40 Circle. I was kind of leaning that way too. That's sort of my opinion. Circle's playing well right now. Kamiyama too, although we're DPC looping, so like you're automatically gonna lose favor with me by doing that. Oh my god, what is Circle cooking? Kamiyama gets some cheese garbage over to Circle's side, but doesn't look to have too much of a follow-up here. With the 0-9 stack. Nice, though, okay? Turns it into a spike really well. Also, of note, didn't take the STSD, which makes me happy. I see too many people taking STSDs in that position. Alright, Circle getting cheesed here. He had to tank some of that cheese garbage from the short surge. Which feels really bad to do, but he does have a nice out here. Some good cancels coming through. However, big offensive coming through from Kamiyama here. And Circle hesitates at a really, really crucial moment and is going to lose. And is now behind 4-5. When does plonking start to become degenerate? I think if it involves like really long waits where you're just kind of assuming your opponent's going to send you clean. I think that's... But then again, like, you're punishing your opponent for not being careful, right? And not thinking about what they're sending, so... I don't know. That's actually not an easy question to answer. Okay, but it's degenerate because he's blatantly disrespecting his opponent. Like, it's because it's not his best, right? If you're trying to win, it's not degenerate. I'm of the opinion that if you're putting your best foot forward to win the match, then it's not degenerate for plonking. Or really anything. Like, even the people who do, like, fucking spam short surge or whatever. Like, even Yandere Tetra League, I'm, like, fine with. I did play against Yandere. I am a victim. Okay. Circle gets the multiplier down stack. But Kamiyama's in a really good spot. Has a lot of clean garbage to work with. Can't build Surge throughout it, though. So Circle now having the Surge advantage, but having some cheese garbage underneath the board. Gonna need to be really careful trying to hold this. He needs to find a good exit, but does not find a good exit at all. It just breaks it without any sort of extra attack. And so that's gonna render his chain effectively just wasted. But now Circle, very, very quick on starting another surge up here. Alright, how are we doing here? Circle getting pushed up, but... He still has a lot of good garbage to work with, so... Kamiyama needed a bigger attack if he wanted to turn that into a kill. But this 12 surge looks promising. Nice, okay. I actually don't think that was a good break, because I don't think that Kamiyama was screen watching that closely. But, I mean, if it kills, it kills. Like, I can't complain. Wow, okay, Circle's actually behind. Wait, big things are happening right now. And if Circle loses this, he's out of the whole thing. If he wins this, does he make top 16? Is that correct? Okay. Damn, so whoever wins makes it, and whoever loses is out. Okay. Big for the narrative right now. Alright. Circle taking his time with all spins here, but it looks like he's just completely gapped in Surge right now. He's gonna have to try and find a defense, but right now it doesn't look too good. Forced to waste an eye piece, but meanwhile, Kamiyama misdropping. Doesn't have the best of stacks. Still finds his way to the garbage. And both players in a very, very volatile spot for a second, but both players also threw, and neither player gets a lead as a result. But Kamiyama, being the faster player here, is able to start Surge faster. Breaks it off at 7, though, and Circle is able to cancel with his shorter 5 surge. Good job neutralizing by Circle here. He's doing good on being able to make sure that none of these surge disadvantages turn to anything larger. Which is actually pretty impressive. Oh, a bit of lag there. Wait, is he gonna die to lag? Okay. Luckily he lives it, but like a lag there turned a pretty comfortable spot into a shaky situation. Just like that. Alright. Oh, this looks bad for Circle. Circle's gonna need to try and find a way to cancel this. He's forced to place and mess up his stack in order to get the garbage, but that's not gonna be let go by Kamiyama. Yeah, and the second you see that, like, giant 10 high garbage well, with garbage +1 in play, like, you just can't really play against that. Circle going for the STSD here. Nice exit. Donates the Z-spin double here, and nice spike to follow, but it's not enough to kill. Now Kamiyama doesn't have an eyepiece to clear through this. Wow, okay. I want to say nicely done by Circle, but like that was reckless. Like I do feel like he got lucky there. I do feel like in slightly different conditions, like if the eyepiece in that bag for Kamiyama came a little bit earlier, that's just like game losing. Alright. And Circle is just not stacking too well here. You can't find anything good. Is able to cancel off here, and Kamiyama is getting pressured enough to not be able to build Surge, but still doesn't look too great for Circle here. Has a bit of cheese garbage to work with. Now Circle trying to find down stacks. Really good defense there. Being really resourceful. It's not an ideal set of garbage, but he made it work. But while Circle was down stacking, Kamiyama builds up such a big Surge. Builds up all the way to an 18 Surge. Sends it off, and Circle can't do anything to defend it. And now with his back against the wall, let's see how Circle responds here. 7 to 9. He does PC, both players doing PC. Kamiyama misdrops the J piece. And this is big for Circle. Now Circle, despite being on the defensive for most of this set, now finally having a chance to attack, but his Surge doesn't quite go the way he wants it to. Gets cancelled too easily by Kamiyama. And it's a battle for garbage access here. Kamiyama gets the down stack through. Meanwhile, Circle taking more of his time. He's going to be trying to time this, but in the meantime, he misses his T-spin. That misdrop doesn't set him back too far, but it means that his opponent now has a 5 Surge, building up to 6. Kamiyama going for the Imperial Cross at the top of the board. Looks like it doesn't get punished. Now Circle misdropping. It means that he's going to be delayed on his Surge as well. Both players having a lot more of a messy game than some of the other rounds of the set. With misdrops galore, lots of sloppy play going on. And speaking of misdrops, Kamiyama misdrops that piece there. And it looks like that misdrop at the top of the board is too much and is going to give a round over to Circle. Alright, we cannot be looping Kamiyama. What are we doing? The Neko MS2 is here. And it might come back to bite him. We might have just gifted a round to Circle. Looks like he bursts over and stabilizes though. And notably, Circle is pushing the speed really hard. We're seeing 3.9 PPS Circle, which like, have we seen that before? Chat, have we seen 3.9 PPS Circle before? Is this like a new development? Because I swear this guy, I didn't know this guy could do that. But in the face of such adversity, he is locked in. He's pushing his limits here. Circle not known for being a fast player, but when it's coming down to it, he's trying to push his speed here. Trying to prove that he can fight with the best of them. And at a score this close, where we're basically playing a 1st to 2, it's really risky to try pushing speed like that, but he still goes for it. And the risks seem to have paid off there. But now he's going back to his old plonker ways. Setting off the Surge there, it's gonna connect! The cheese garbage gets onto Kamiyama's side. But Kamiyama doesn't look too bothered by this. Is just going to continue stacking at his own leisurely pace. Doesn't need to access it instantly. And after that spike, Circle is going to top out there. And now, match point for Kamiyama. If Kamiyama wins this, he will win the entire set and move on. And eliminate Circle from this entire tournament. And the PCO without any all spins is just not what you want to see on Circle's side in such dire straits here. And if Circle wins this, he can bring it to deuce and buy himself a little bit more breathing room. But in the meantime, he is in the hot seat. With everything on the line, he looks to be trying to go for an attack here, but he does not have any surge, so this isn't going to have any killing power. He needs to try and build a surge here somehow. But he's playing too slow. He's trying to time, but meanwhile, the attack that he's expecting isn't coming because Kamiyama had misdropped. And now, by trying to time there without proper information, he gives Kamiyama an out, whereas if he just sent one attack on that misdrop, Kamiyama would have lost the round. Now Circle, you can tell he's nervous here. He has a 13 surge and he absolutely doesn't want to throw it. But Kamiyama just gets a kind of bad sequence of pieces. And Circle is going to be able to bring it to 10-10 deuce. Oh, and Circle is shaking. His placements have become unsteady right now. You can tell just by the way he's moving his pieces that he's nervous. Every piece holds just a little bit of hesitation to make sure it's not a misdrop. Now goes for the spike, but it's premature here. He does get some cheese garbage over, but it felt like he was also just trying to end the round as fast as he could. And both players actually playing far more safely than they usually do, but can be expected at this point. And Circle is going to be the one to pull through, bringing it back to match point 11-10. Oh, Circle, but misdrops his entire board. He misdropped everything. It's back to deuce. We're back to deuce. Circle with the fucking CM Dingo strats. 3 misdrops in a row. Just like that. And the huge opening spike coming from Kamiyama here. Circle is able to survive, though. Showcasing his excellent defense. But misdrops 2 pieces. And he's scrambling to try and fix it. And in the meantime, his opponent, Kamiyama, now is able to build surge, but Kamiyama even breaks it too early. It didn't look like the kind of situation where he was forced to, but again, with both players feeling the pressure, they're making choices that they wouldn't have otherwise made. And it really is just a battle of willpower here. Whoever is willing to take more risks will ultimately come out on top. Whoever doesn't let their playstyle get bent by the pressure. Now Circle going for such a weird upstack here. He misdrops the J piece, now trying to fix it. Misdrops a T piece in the process. Now this is a chance for Kamiyama here. So many misdrops. And Kamiyama, without too much effort, is just able to continue playing a single player game there. Sends the last bit of pressure and is going to top Circle out. Now Circle in this spot now has a good chance, has a lot of clean garbage, but he needs to commit. He needs to make sure that he doesn't back away now. And yet still doesn't cancel the garbage and gets sent so much cheese. Now Kamiyama in such a huge lead. Kamiyama could be taking it home in just a second. Circle down stacking. Is able to make a nice down stack here. But misdrops the T piece. Looks to be fixed up decently. And now once again, Circle finds himself on a good board state while Kamiyama misdropping a ton. Now all that Circle needs to do is pressure. He needs to pressure. He just needs to send a little bit more. Goes for a last-ditch effort. a small combo at the end there. It was do or die in that situation, and he does. And he's able to barely get the kill. And I don't even want to think about how that match would have gone if he didn't kill there. But in any case, we're back to Deuce here. Misdrops coming through from Circle side. Tries to donate a T-piece, but rotates it too many times. So many misdrops, and he's going to end up giving away another free win over to Kamiyama. And remember, as we start approaching 15, there is a hard limit of 15 points. So whoever gets 15 points, regardless of Deuce, will automatically win the round. Circle going for the STSD here. Trying to find a down stack combo, but again, I think it's too early. Without any surge, that's not going to do anything, so he has to be more patient. But impatience seems to be getting the better of both of these players. However, a random spike from Circle there takes the kill that had absolutely zero business killing, that was not intentional on either side, but Kamiyama just does not react and gets spiked out for no reason there. Back to 13-13. But Circle, in classic Circle fashion, throws another round, giving the advantage back over to Kamiyama. Now again, regardless of what happens, the match ends at 15. So if Kamiyama wins one more round, it's over. Now Circle, not on the best of board states, but it looks to be serviceable here. Waits, but it was such a bad wait. He's waiting while about to tank a huge surge attack. He just needs to press forward here. Now meanwhile, Kamiyama going for the multiplier down stack. And it's a little bit too early to be going for the killing spike, but he still tries anyways, and Kamiyama is going to send a bunch of clean garbage over to Circle side. And in typical circumstances, this would be really, really bad, but Circle doesn't do anything with the clean garbage. Now, Kamiyama being pushed up, Circle was able to get a bit of cheese over just off of these weird decisions, off of these weird skims. It does have the silver lining of sending some cheese garbage over to Kamiyama's side. That's going to stall him a little bit. Now sends a lot of clean garbage over to Circle's side. If Circle can leverage this properly, he could be looking at a win here. However, Kamiyama also now has that clean garbage over, due to Circle sending it disjointedly. The typical awareness that you usually see Circle have is not present at the moment. Sending clean when he ought to send cheese, and vice versa. Timing when about to tank clean. However, what matters more is that he's under a huge surge deficit. He's going to have to try and defend this, but the surge is premature from Kamiyama. Circle is not the only one feeling the pressure. Kamiyama also making such a poor decision in that case. And this might lead to his death here. All Circle has to do is pressure a little bit more and then look for a surge break. However, he is hesitating. Goes for a surge break, but it's not ideal. And that's going to lead Kamiyama to be able to live this one. Now Circle trying to find one last bit of multiplier, a bit of attack at the end, but by the time he finds it, Kamiyama is already home free. Kamiyama misdropping the J piece, but skims it pretty easily. Now it's up to Circle at this point to try and build some back-to-back here. Brings it up to 4, 5. He just needs to hold on. He just needs to hold on. 8. Do not break. Do not break, Circle. He doesn't break. Okay, he breaks at the very end. But it doesn't. Wait. Kamiyama doesn't have a T-piece. Kamiyama builds a T-spin, doesn't have a T-piece, kills himself at the moment, and now we are over to a tiebreaker. This is the golden point. No more rounds will be played after this one. This is the decisive match. And Circle being put on the back foot immediately. Misdrops, but he has garbage access. It's not enough. Kamiyama takes the round. Circle throws, and Kamiyama very graciously catches. And that is going to end it at 14-15. Our very first golden point of this entire tournament. And Circle is now eliminated from the tournament, and Kamiyama proceeds on to top 16. Wow. Both players here, just so nervous. You can tell. Both players just making poor decision after poor decision, but again, whoever has a stronger heart here is going to win. Whoever can just, whoever has, like, more guts, just more, doesn't get as nervous, really. Wait, Vega is winning against Gohan. Wait, chat, is this real? Oh my god. What is going on? Do I start a prediction? Fuck it. This'll be an interesting one. Who wins? Vega? Gohan. Alright. So... Oh my god. Okay. So it's 8-6 right now. So, Vega is in the lead, but not by that much. And, again, context here. Gohan is the favorite to win the entire tournament. He is the best player in this tournament. So to be down points is not a good sign for him. Vega when he doesn't throw. True. Oh my god! Gohan with the double misdrops! He misdropped everything! He misdropped both sides that he could have built the overhang on. Oh my god, that was bad. I've never seen a misdrop that unfortunate. I've seen worse misdrops. I've seen more fatal misdrops, but I've never seen a misdrop as funny as that one. And the points look like they're favoring Vega. Interesting. Very interesting what's going on here. Alright, this is on the main one, so I can actually audio now. Vega's good? I mean, Vega is good, yeah. Dude, Blarg randomly is like, what? I didn't know this player was good. It's too funny. We're out of touch or what? Alright, huge spike coming from Vega, but Gohan grieves it. It was a nice tank. It was well calculated, but he misdrops a J piece, and now Vega's at match point. Oh my god. Okay, I see a chat message saying, Garbo, you can't let Gohan lose. I don't exactly know what you mean by that. What do we mean by I can't let Gohan lose? Oh my god, Gohan misdrops twice and just wins anyways. Wait. Alright, here is where we evaluate if Vega is a choker or not. This is where we really see. Oh my god, he is. Oh my god, he is. Why are we covering the garbage hole there? Oh my god, wait. Wait. New information has been revealed. Vega is a resident thrower. Well, I mean, that was not new information, but... Let's see. Gohan not too far behind, but Gohan stacking so greedily at the top of the board here, uses both eye pieces horizontally to skim, somehow still lives. Vega reeling from misdrops, and Gohan's gonna take another round. How is that legal? Can we look at Gohan's down stack here? Can we observe Gohan's down stack here? This guy uses an eye piece here and an eye piece horizontally, and still gets to win, by the way. Using two eyepieces on skims while at the top of the board is fucking crazy work. Both of these players playing at 4.7. This is in a completely different league than the match we had just watched. And both players pretty even on Surge too, and no signs of letting up. Oh my god! Gohan, he loses the round on 26 Surge! He doesn't break, he tries to tank it. We're throwing! Nah, let's watch this again. So both players, again, escalating here. Gohan takes the quad. All he needs to do is not hold this piece. All he needs to do is not hold this. But he tries, oh wait, I guess, no, he does the quad here. And then he can't break Surge because he doesn't do a triple. His count to 4 instincts have betrayed him here. Oh my god. His instincts tell him to count to 4. His instincts tell him to take a quad. And he kills himself off of it. It's going by too fast. You don't realize it's too late. Yeah, until it's too late. Wow. What a way to end off. True. Wait, exclamation mark Gohan. True. Exclamation mark Gohan. Counts to 4. Counts to 4 too well. All right, there you go. There's your exclamation mark Gohan. It's in. Turtle versus Gohan Grand Finals is possible now. True, it was for the storyline. Dude, I can't believe this guy loses by just being too good at counting to 4. It's so funny. It's a fucked up way to lose. Actually, Turtle, Gohan, Westel, all 3 can be top 4 now? True! Okay, wait. We fixed the bracket, chat. The bracket is saved. Vega was playing pretty well, too. I'm pretty impressed. Like, when this guy steps on the gas, he is fast as fuck. Vega wins TWC would be so cursed. True. Nah, wait, but I didn't know Vega was like that, bro. I didn't know Vega was crazy like that. Alright. Let's see the points. Hold on. Choose outcome. Vega wins. Alright, let's see our gains. Damn, big money coming through. This is your fault? Okay, wait, Azura? Wait. Okay, hold on, wait. Fucked up way to lose. By the way, you directly caused this by skimming any benefit with Surge. I mean, you can't blame me. Everyone knows this is a part of the game. I said fucked up way to lose as in, like, his instincts betrayed him. I'm not saying that the game is bad. Has a crazy control and a pretty consistent. Yeah. For playing that fast, it was pretty consistent. The stacking was consistent. There. Alright, we have Ellie versus Fort here. And what is it? Haya versus... Wait, no, Tiki... No, that already happened. Huh? Why is Haya still here? Oh, wait, because Haya lost, right? And then Haya versus... M8. Okay. Whoa, wait, what are we watching? Hold on. Both of these are elimination matches. Haya M8 or Ellie Fort? Alright, here, I'm starting a poll. Who to watch? Haya versus M8 or Ellie versus Fort? This one because of the lore. Yeah, I'm skewing that way too, but I do think that in terms of like which would be a better match, Haya versus M8 is just like closer. Oh, but the viewers want to watch Ellie Fort. We're in the storyline. We're in the narrative. Okay, I hear you. I'm down. All right. We're in there. Alright, Fort takes the first round. Alright, it's time to start a prediction now. Alright, who wins? Ellie, Fort. You have 1 minute. Go. Alright, Fort is already just completely shitting on Ellie. Wow, that round was not even close. Joined at the perfect time for Gamba. Yo, what's up, Megan? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Outside of course, dailies. Alright. Big bets on Fort here. Any Ellie believers? We have Blarg on Ellie, Hamburger Pie, Shark Blocks. Where are Ellie believers? Believe in the artist, chat. Okay! Wait, we're on the map. Ellie is, like, fast as fuck, too. Like, I don't know. We're praying for a high roll here. Spam this bull to help Ellie high roll. I really do want Ellie to win. Even though Fort's one of the homies, I do really want to see Ellie win this. I want to witness more high rolls, more miracles. I'm really just a gambler. Every time there's an inconsistent player, I root for them to high roll. Oh my god. We're in there. It's time. Wait, hold on. I need to get in the edge stream here. I need to start putting in some bowls. Alright. There we go. I've sent my chat message. I need to do my part. Alright. Let's see. Fort with the STSD? Oh my god, the all clear finish. Okay, that was textbook bad STSD. We actually need a bad STSD counter. Like, I need to get Marshmallow on the case. And just, when he's editing this stuff all together, have a bad STSD counter. Cause, like, the amount of people I've seen get killed by doing STSDs just is crazy stuff. Oh my god, Ellie's winning. Oh my god, Ellie's winning. Oh my god, it's 4-2. TWC STSD lost compilation. True! We need that. STSD lost compilation. Okay. Let's see. This looks really bad for Ellie. Oh my god, we're like treading water here. I think 3 bags were committed to down stacking and not a single garbage line was cleared. I've never seen a worse down stack from a top player. Okay. Oh, okay, well, Fort has brought it back. Let's see. Where's our Ellie high roll? I should have given Ellie another motivational speech before the round. That would have been good. Rep for Canada is cooking. I'm Canadian. I'm rooting against my Canadian representative. Okay. Wait, Ellie's cooking. Needs a. Oh my god. Okay, nice down stack from Fort. My bad. Wasn't familiar with your game, Fortizim. This guy just down stacked like full board of cheese like it was nothing. Just be consistent, Ellie? No. You don't want to ask a high roller to be consistent. You ask them to high roll. They lose the magic if they're consistent. You don't pray for consistency, you pray for a high roll. Now, weirdly enough, Ellie is actually playing faster than Fort in this set. 4 PPS all spinning here. But there's just no control over the stacking. And it shows. Like, Ellie's pieces are just slamming into walls, fucking rotating over pieces, just all over the place. Why is Fort trying to do as many STSDs as possible in this set? 1, I think he just does them a lot from what I've observed. 2, he might have heard me. Both realistic conclusions to draw. Could be a mix of both, too. Alright. We need to see some good spins from Ellie. We need to see some brilliance. Nice spike. Fort's able to cancel, but sends a short surge. Nice cheesing, too. But I mean, like, I don't know. Against Fort, like, some of this cheese has just been eaten through so quickly. However, Ellie is able to take the round off of those short surges. Really well played early in that round. Oh, Ellie with the opener misdrops. But Fort with the PC looping. Man, what are we doing? Okay, wait. Nice misdrop save by Ellie. Good spike as well, but can't get any clean garbage over to Fort's board. The part that's going to be sent through is the clean garbage, which is bad news for Ellie, but Ellie is doing a really good job at speeding up. Getting this surge number as high as possible here in the shortest amount of time. Goes for the spike, sends some messier garbage over to Fort's side, but not nearly enough to kill. Now an S-piece misdrop from Ellie might kill her here. Find some nice skims over, but it's going to put Ellie behind here. Meanwhile, Fort upstacking quite nicely here. Has an 8 surge, is going to keep building up these quads. Goes for the kill spike, but it doesn't kill. Ellie's able to defend it. Now Ellie on the downstack has a nice clean garbage well and might be able to kill Fort in the next sequence. However, fails to continue pressuring. And is going to probably reset back to neutral unless this kills. Fort has a decent downstack here, but is forced to cover the well. Is able to downstack through it pretty nicely. Meanwhile, Ellie doesn't have much on the board here. Has some clean garbage, but no surge to follow. A nice spike coming from Ellie here. Again, doing a good job at getting messy garbage over to Fort's side, but Fort's cheese downstacking is nothing to mess with. Fort being one of the players that's that I've seen that's better at managing messy garbage compared to others. It seems to not bother him too much. Now the 15 surge coming through, but it's poorly timed. It sends so much clean garbage over to Fort's side. Too hasty on the surge. Ellie tries to go for the spike, but there was no follow-up. And if you do that, all Fort has to do is live and then counter spike, and that's exactly what he does there. Alright, Fort, why are we PCing? We're going to need to have a conversation after this. However, it looks to be working. Ellie being forced on the defensive here. Fort having a huge surge, but he's going to be forced to break. Now, Ellie in such a good spot right now. Has so much clean garbage. Misdrops the L piece, but it's still good enough to kill. And Ellie tying it up at 6-6. And you can see there, the second that Ellie lives that surge attack, it's bad news for Fort there. Ellie is able to tank so much clean garbage and just counter spike off of that. And you can see both players exchanging throws of pretty much the same type between these rounds, where they're sending surges that send clean garbage too hastily, trying to kill but getting counter spiked afterwards. You have to be really careful when wielding larger surges for that reason, because if your opponent can just cancel a little bit, let's say they get onto a 4 surge and you send like a 15, like if they live that, you're in really big trouble. And we might see a repeat of that situation as the exact same thing is happening. Fort being pushed to the top of the board, but it's actually Ellie who takes the offensive despite being down in Surge, decides to take the initiative there and send to Fort first, neutralizing the situation, which I don't quite agree with, but it's a move that you'll make if you are not confident in your ability to continue building chain. And on that stack, I can imagine Ellie not being too keen on it, so decides to break to stay safe as a result. And now, Ellie has a better stack here, but not using it that well. Builds a TST, but doesn't have an overhang for it. And is now forced to take skims. Meanwhile, Fort trying to time here. Nicely done. Makes sure that you can connect with the Surge. Sends it off at 4. And is able to get some messy garbage over to Ellie's side. And now this is going to be followed up by a large amount of pressure. Very well played by Fort. He played that sequence perfectly. With the timing there, he waited, made sure the coast was clear, sent the 4 surge with the quad coming first, and then after getting the cheese in, goes for the pressure and then the kill. It's exactly the sequence you want to play. Oh, but he just, oh my god, what did Fort just, oh my, he just, did he just spam hard drop? I need to, like, we need to look at that. Like, look at what this guy just did. Look at the right side of here. I know it's small, but look at how Fort dies here. Hold on. Wait for it. Look at Fort's board. He just mashes hard drop or what? Damn. All right. Now Fort in the lead. Both players pretty neutral right now, and neither player coming into an advantage. Now, it's Ellie that's doing the STSD. But, like, it's so bad! It's so bad, because you have to break afterwards. Like, the only reason Ellie loses is by taking STSD there, by the way. The only reason that Ellie loses. Because, like, you do it on the side of the board, right? And then you have to break Surge afterwards. Fort is just completely chilling, because every attack is telegraphed. He is now sitting at a 10 Surge advantage and then spikes you and kills you. Like, it's an STSD loss. I don't know what to tell you, man. All right. A spike coming through from Ellie, but doesn't kill Fort. And knowing Fort, he's just going to downstack through this easily. And Ellie, once again, trying to go for multiplier spikes, but 1, this is not going to kill, right? But 2, this isn't even how Ellie typically likes to play. So it feels much more like Circle than Ellie here. Getting a spike to the top of the board, but not quite fast enough to get to those Z pieces. Had that Z spin double into Z spin, or Z spin single into Z spin double into quad with the multiplier on 3, but couldn't quite cycle to the pieces to make it happen. And now Fort, very, very ahead at 10-7 now, pulling ahead with this lead. And now, with Fort at match point, we're going to see if Fort chokes or not. Tonight we've been seeing a lot of really big chokes, so I wouldn't put it past him. And Fort is throwing. Fort's throwing. Oh my god. He did a Z-spin. He built a Z-spin when he had an S piece coming up, and then realized his mistake, places a T piece in there, plugging the well, and just killing himself. And now Ellie has a surge advantage here. This looks far more like how Ellie would want to win this match. However, some hesitations coming through is going to force her off of the surge. And a misdrop is going to force Fort off of it too. And if Ellie can survive this, there's a lot of clean garbage waiting as a reward. Gets through, but it doesn't look too clean. Ellie forced to break back-to-back multiple times just to get down safely. And Fort wasting no time, has a 12 surge. However, Ellie forces Fort off of the surge, now sends a spike of her own, and is going to take another round. We are now 9-10. Still match point for Fortism, but one more round for Ellie will bring this back to another deuce. All we need is one slip up from Fort, and Ellie will be back in it at deuce. Again, with a little bit more breathing room. It's really important because the psychological burden on you is just a lot lesser when you have that extra one round of insurance. But right now, Ellie has no such luxury. Trying to go for the spike to kill, but it's not enough. An impatient spike trying to end the round early, trying to make it stop, but you have to be more patient, and that lack of patience might be punished here, just barely surviving. Getting to that garbage, a suboptimal solution, but a working one nevertheless. Trying to get to the down stack. Again, just in the nick of time, getting to the eyepiece. And that's 3 very, very close defenses from Ellie here. Reeling from the pressure. She's at the bottom of the board. Safe, but not out yet. Needs to try and find some pressure here. Needs to attack if she wants to make any advantage come through from this. However, no such thing happens. Now just letting herself get pressure to the top of the board. In the meantime, Fort on the offensive here. At the bottom of the board, getting ready to send more attacks. Breaks at 5, and this is bad news for Ellie. Ellie struggling here, tanking some cheese, but is able to survive for the short term. However, the long term isn't looking too much better. Now Fort getting to a 4 surge, getting ready to attack. Meanwhile, Ellie sets up the defense of her own. Sends off the 4 surge, but it's not enough to force Fort off of the surge. Fort expertly tanks the garbage, is able to play the macro there well. Tanks the garbage, sends off the 9 surge, and has some extra spikes ready, but they are not necessary. And Fort is going to take the round 11-9. It's a very, very good final effort from Ellie there. You can see at the very end, too, on that last round, there were 3 very, very close eyepiece survivals where she just barely, in the nick of time, milliseconds to spare, was able to get to 3 different eyepieces and survive. But once she got down, there was just not enough initiative being taken. You can see after Ellie got home safely, she just didn't really know what to do. Just had a board to work with, but was not building. Hesitated far too much when given the chance to attack. And if you give Fort room like that, he is just going to roll you over with the speed. It was a close round. However, the match goes to the favorite of Fort still. And with that, Ellie is now eliminated from the tournament. Yeah, looks like Ellie is gone. Wow. That's upsetting. I wanted to see Ellie continue. The bracket was rough. There was a really good fight being put up, though. Man, I wanted to see Ellie win. But GG Fort. And our Canadian representative now moves on to the finals. Is that our only Canadian? Damn! Wait, I guess I have to root for Fort now. Alright. Let's go Fortism! Fucking maple syrup! And Mark Carney, let's go! I don't know what other things about Canada I can name. Fucking, healthcare! Yeah! Alright, what's going on the mainstream? We have Botches versus who? Let's see. Wait, I'm lost. Okay, wait, Gohan. Oh, we're cooked. Oh, we are cooked, bro. All right. Alright, chatters. Let's see it. What are we thinking here, Twitch chat? We see Swing, Resident Coper putting 30 points on Gohan. Or I mean on Bacchus. Everyone go all in. Yeah, this is like Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. And it's like not even that Bacchus is bad, it's just it's Gohan. If Bacchus wins this and Gohan's eliminated, like this tournament is just cooked. This tournament is like completely insane. Wait, Gohan's counterclockwise key is gone, so he triple rotates? Is that real? Can we not call like a timeout or something? Huh? Wait, that can't be real. Turtle, that can't be real. Wait. Is there like a Gohan post or something? Wait. If we actually have to see okay, but if Gohan makes it through this one, then he's fine. He can fix his keyboard, he can get a replacement or whatever, right? But no, if he loses here, this tournament over his keyboard breaking and not being able to replace it, this tournament is like completely fucked. Can he not set it to another key and just use another key? That has to be better than triple rotating. Like, can he not move his hand like a little bit over or something? No, this isn't real, chat. This isn't real. There's no way. There's no way. It's not real, it's not real, it's not real. I don't have a 9% chance of winning. I mean, it's Gohan without a counterclockwise key. I think he can still use counterclockwise. I mean, he surely just rebinds it, right? So it's like just an unfamiliar control scheme. He won't use it too much unless it's absolutely required. Damn, what is going on? Does the tournament staff know about this? Wait, hold on. I need to go to live. Oh my god, we need to watch this. Is he actually triple rotating? Honestly, I can't tell. He's going too fast. Slow down? Okay, let's see. Let's see. No, no, he's using counterclockwise. You can see there, he did. Wait, what? He literally used counterclockwise on the L piece there. Oh yeah, sound, right. Okay, no, he's triple rotating. I just saw one. Alright, nerfed Gohan. Yeah, the T-wiggle means that you're using the other rotate key inherently. Oh my god, he thought he killed! But, I mean, Bacchus is still under so much cheese. Gohan just needs to break. Gohan, just break. Oh my god, he's not breaking. He's not breaking. He's still going. He let Botchess get through all of that cheese garbage just fine. Okay, this is now the opportunity. You need to break now. You need to break now. Okay. Wait, it doesn't kill. Oh my god. He just threw. He threw. He's doing a TST now. It was a nice defense from Botchess as well. Oh my god, okay. Nice multiplier from Botchess. Putting some pressure onto Gohan here. Gohan playing so riskily. Tanks at the very end before sending the surge. And you can see here, it takes balls to play like this. Look, look, look. He's building all this. Tanks the quad. Actually, I guess that wasn't as risky as I thought. It looked riskier when I first saw it. Never mind. NVM, actually. I've seen more dangerous shit happen. One Vega game, and like every single round he's doing something more dangerous than that. Oh my god, wait, Botchess is cooking. Wait, Botchess is cooking. We need to not throw this, Mr. Botchess. Sends the 20? Oh, but Gohan doesn't have a quad there, so he dies. Holy. It's huge. It's a movie. This is the Botchess win con right now. He just surge farms. He just builds the surge over and over. Alright. If anything else happens, like, I don't think it's Botchess favored. I think he has to surge farm from the start of the round. That's his highest chance of winning. Now Gohan has such a clean garbage well to work with here. Taking his time clearing through it. Really patient, but misdrops the T-piece. Now Botchess has an unprecedented opportunity to turn this otherwise doomed round into a win, but Gohan so quick on the fix there, and fixes it really well with the TSS into double quad multiplier. Very well played by Gohan. Good adaptation to the misdrops. Watch back? Let's see. On whose side? Like, I saw Gohan's misdrop into down stack. Oh, Gohan cannot Z-spin. Oh, wait, let's see. Okay. Wait, where? Oh! Oh! Oh, there! I see, I see. Yeah. He has the Z-spin solution, but he doesn't go for it because he doesn't want to do a Z-spin. Yeah, I see. Damn. Okay, Gohan needs to win this so we can, like, fix his keyboard and then be able to play in the other matches. If he gets eliminated here, it's, like, completely cooked. Gohan is the last bastion of hope. Otherwise, this tournament is like a complete joke. So, while I do like to root for the underdog, I cannot root against Gohan right now. Saying that with Turtle Dog in chat is crazy? I mean, okay, not because Turtle is a bad player or Turtle isn't competitive with Gohan, but because we won't be able to see that. Because then we won't be able to see Turtle versus Gohan. I want Turtle to prove that he's goated. I want to see Turtle go against Gohan and win. That's what I'm looking for, not for Turtle to win the tournament by Gohan having his keyboard broken. That is my opinion. Next thing you know, Westel's power goes out. Yeah. What tragedy can befall Turtle? However, the news is good. Gohan is still winning. Dude, he can't do the spin! He can't do the spin! You can tell he's like sitting at it, staring at it, but he can't do it. However, he's doing a good job at cheesing Bacchus here. And if anything, you have some psychological pressure at knowing that your opponent is like completely handicapped. Like if you're against an opponent who can't counterclockwise rotate, like you do feel some pressure as well. Turtle just said he might be Wait, is that true, Turtle? You might be traveling the weekend of top 16? We're not serious. This is someone making something up, right? This is a fib, a fabrication of the truth. I have to check, but top 16 time might be on the same time as my flight to the US. Oh my god. If it is, then you have to mention it beforehand and see if matches can get pre-recorded. We are not having another incident. We are not having another incident. What do you mean your flight time is not confirmed yet? How is your flight time not confirmed? Staff didn't care about Amber's schedule, but Amber would be like gone for the whole day. Not like late by a few hours. Alright, let's see. Bacchus actually did win a round earlier. But Gohan still overwhelmingly in the lead in this set and in this round. And it looks like just a tap from that surge, doesn't need any follow-up, is still going to kill. Gohan recognizing that, doesn't have to try too much anything fancy. Just skims and breaks the surge. Now Bacchus going for a center forward here. And Gohan is not building anything here. No surge, no T-spins. Just skims down to the bottom of the board, but it looked like it was a call that he made in order to not give any more unnecessary clean garbage and just stabilize his stack. And it looks good there, where he was able to properly diffuse the 4-wide and bring it up to match point. Alright, and then he throws a freebie, because why not, right? Just gotta give him the complimentary round. 0 APM Gohan. Oh my god, okay, well Bacchus has just thrown the entire set. With those misdrops. Yeah, this throw is crazy. Man, what is this? What is this, Mr. Bacchus? Alright, well, what a way to lose. GG. And Bacchus, wait. Because of that, you know, because it had Gohan in it, I almost forgot that this is an elimination round. Wait, Bacchus is gone. No. Wait. It's like all the players that I like to watch are just dead now. GG. Nah, it's Jover, bro. We've never been so cooked. However, I mean, if Gohan lost, that would be a different story, too. Now look at the final bracket. A lot of things went not to plan this time. Let's see. Man, okay, Gohan, you will, within the next 2 weeks, be able to get a keyboard replacement, right? That is within your means. If you can't, I will literally buy you a keyboard, Gohan. I will buy you one. We cannot have this tournament fucked up any further. Like, I will sponsor Gohan a keyboard replacement. Just say the word. Just say the word. Wait, Vince versus Westel? Wait, true. Hold on. Wait, the bracket is crazy right now. Holy, look at this bracket. We have... Wait. Okay, so we have Promo versus Kamiyama, so Promo wins this, right? OSW versus Haya. I mean, I expect OSW to win this. Gohan versus Kuro. Single LM. And then Shark, I think Shark wins. Gohan wins. Okay, Gohan, like, here, I'm just gonna DM. Can you get a keyboard replacement in 2 weeks? If not, I will literally send you money. I don't mind. I just want this tournament, the rest of this tournament to go. Okay. Okay, he already bought keyboard. Okay, okay. He has the order in. He said, but it takes 555 years to be shipped. Well, you have 2 weeks, so hopefully by then. Maybe. He said maybe. Wait, is there really gonna take longer than 2 weeks to ship? Fuck. Okay. Hopefully that goes well. Okay. And let's see. We have Westel versus Vince, which means that, yeah, one of these is going to be eliminated, probably Vince. Tiki Firestorm. Interesting. We have some cinema, I think. Yeah, there's going to be some crazy things happening. Vega versus Turtle top 8. Oh yeah, in quarters. True? That's gonna be insane too. And then we'll see the Turtle Westel. Wait, Turtle Westel, Turtle Gohan. Holy, that'll be insane. The Turtle World Championships. What's the top side gonna look like? I mean, probably Promo here, and then Promo Gohan. So Gohan Shark, Gohan Promo. Holy, wait, it's a movie. It is a movie. Yeah. Like a Gohan Shark, good match. Promo OSW, good match. And then, like, Promo Gohan, good match. Dude, everything after this line is just complete cinema. Yeah, Shark Gohan is gonna be crazy. Cause, like, Gohan sends a lot of free clean. So, Shark defense is gonna be in full force there. Like, this is... We're cooking right now. There's gonna be some very good matches. My king Turt Dog pull through. Yeah. We're here for the Turtle World Championships. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now. I actually have a friend visiting Vancouver. So he's gonna be flying in. He arrives in like an hour from now, so he'll be staying with me for a bit. So yeah. And then I'm gonna be in Texas. I'm gonna be coming back after that weekend for so I'm gonna be in the next weekend. I'm gonna be in Texas for what's it? League's LTA championships, right? And then so there's not going to be a stream that week. And then afterwards, the next week, I'm going to be free, and we are going to be watching some of these insane matches over that weekend. So split up into 2 days, round of 16, quarterfinals one day, and then semifinals, finals the next day. There will be some really interesting stuff going on, so look forward to it. Anyways, also join the Discord server. I'm going to link it right now. We can talk about TWC or any number of other things. And yeah, I will see you guys on October the 3rd. All right, peace. Oh, wait, I should raid TWC, shouldn't I? Or are they gone? Is the stream up or not?
See you in 2
weeks.
Okay,
they're talking about it. All right, I'll raid and then leave. All right, raid Tetrio TWC. All right. Peace. See ya. Oh, never mind, they ended. Lol. Okay, see ya.